Bless you.
I'll get Gus to go first. On the...
No! I'm
spin.
so poor.
Big spin.
Big
All right,
spin,
let's
gotcha.
move on.
Thank
Wait
you very
a little bit. Oh, no, sorry. I could see you going blank.
Except there's a person you can't
Holy shit!
killed someone!
He was joshing around. He was embarrassed about the ball cap.
Crystal Maiden.
It looks like you said Chris Hemsworth, bro.
Check off, please.
Wes Kerr.
Wet her.
Irons.
Knife.
Inchworm Jim?
Earthworm Jim.
Donkey Kong.
All I see is cock.
But before that,
We do the credits first.
it's not how it's written in the rundown.
Really written.
I see. Welcome to Back Pocket, live from the Low Key Studios for Thursday, the 27th of July.
You know it.
Starring... I decided to switch it up this week and cast everyone as characters from a romance novel.
Okay.
Oh.
So, he's the roguish villain you know you shouldn't yearn for, but just can't quench the fire he ignites. It's Gus.
It's a rash.
He's the highborn noble ready to give up a life of wealth and status just to take you passionately in a field. It's Peter. And he's the adventurous pirate with a rakish reputation, yet you find yourself the prisoner of his heart. It's Swifty. And there, behind his shoulder, the angel, William, advising him, and the devil leading him astray, Ruby. And special guest tonight, the brazen duke's daughter who runs barefoot and hair unbound through the woods because she can't be tamed by society. It's Nat. And it's me. Hi, hello, I'm here also. Welcome to the show. Welcome, everyone.
You don't get a description. You love writing that stuff like
No, but
that.
I wrote so many.
That's true.
I got to me and I was exhausted.
Very good, very accurate. Loved them all.
Oh, thank you so much.
And the innkeeper on those TikToks. Oh, hello there. Like a little bit of bread and ale? You've just... No one's watched these?
No,
one's seen these?
send them to me.
Damn it! All right.
Oh my gosh.
It's a whole thing where people like pretend to be running a little inn, and
Let's watch them in the
as you
post-show.
swipe into it, they're all like, "Oh, hi there, a little bit of bread, a little bit of wine. You're out having some roguish adventures. Come on in." And it's just like, I just thought they were very Steph.
Now
love
I feel
that.
like I want to be on your side of TikTok.
I
Mine's
mean-
that cat meme.
That's the one like wholesome thing on my.
I was about to say.
The rest of it, you do not.
Dude,
I'm like,
TikTok is usually pretty bad.
Oh, okay. Mine's just like variations of that cat meme, how it's the black cat just staring and like into
oh,
space.
the one
like-
ignoring people.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, I
yeah.
have millions of them. They're so
like
good.
that.
That one, and my favorite is the sad cat singing alone at home. But I tried to play that to people in the office, and they thought it was too sad. And sometimes I'm alone. No one's seen that.
No, I have.
Sometimes I'm
yeah.
alone.
It's too early in the show to start talking about TikToks you've seen. This is end of the night drunk stuff, like 4 bottles of wine down. Everyone's like,
It's so funny. Like you were like you were so anti. You were so anti modern tech. Like in a lot of ways, you're anti change, anti new stuff.
I'm old school.
You don't even
Burns.
use, you don't use Twitter and stuff. Like you use nothing. But for some reason, TikTok like you adore. Like from the start, you've been on it. You've been saying you should be on TikTok.
I know.
You just are
Even when I
obsessed.
told people you shouldn't be on TikTok,
that's
it's like because
so
I'm
interesting.
there.
It
How
just
does
stuck to his
appeal
attention
you?
span.
I mean, it feels
because you never tweet.
it's a creative space. People are very. I don't tweet. I tried
Sorry,
tweeting a bit more
you
recently.
never X.
I never X. That's true. I X'd a little bit more on the weekend. That
Did
sounds
you?
bad.
I'll bet.
No, and it was like they were just such shit takes that I was like, no one engaged with them. I didn't feel very confident about them. I'm like, I've never tweeted
that's
well.
The thing. That's the key to it. You
I
have
said-
to be so confident that the shit you're spewing is actually
So
funny
I
or
tried to be
engaging
genuine,
somehow.
and I'm like, long hair, short beard, not feeling it. And then Peter was like, did you shave your beard? And I was like, no, I'm sorry I brought it up. I didn't mean to bring it up.
So you're a liar.
Yeah. So not a lie, I can't think of anything interesting. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Call it out.
It's
Call it
hard.
out.
but
Call it
It's a
TikTok-
out.
fine line.
But TikToks are editing and, there's creativity, there's all that kind of stuff in there.
Everything
They get
works.
taken down and get flagged, apparently, if you put them up with like one bit of Dead by Daylight footage in there. Fuck
You shouldn't have
TikTok.
exposed yourself right at the end.
Yeah, and I shouldn't have finished my TikTok
Yeah.
with my iconic wang out sign off.
I encountered a TikTok creator house the other day because I saw a bunch of like a video.
Interesting.
A video got served to me that was like, it was like a 20-second scene
Right.
of like girl, is jilted by a boyfriend and then gets a makeover and then he's like, oh, and then that's the end. Or it'll be like person walks into a room and is surprised by something, and then it was a prank. The end. It's like dumb scenario. Like it's like 1/15 of an idea. And the whole video was that.
An idea all the time.
And then it's like a whole creator house that is just dedicated to making these videos.
I guess
And they never go anywhere or say anything or do anything. It's just like hot people kind of just playing out the start of a
This has
scene.
been around for a little bit. I remember it was like right in the Charlie D'Amelio blowing up sort of era, and it was like
She's one of the booby
I know who
dancers.
she is.
Yeah.
I don't know
Wait,
who
what
she
did
is.
you say?
Isn't she one of the booby dancers?
No,
She's not
like,
booby, but she's
not
a
booby.
dancer.
She's
She
like
got really
young
famous
and
when she was
very
quite young.
good at dancing.
Yeah.
And then like she's just
Chat, is she a booby dancer?
Look, maybe now that she's older, she is. But
She
I
wasn't
do
when
remember
she started.
when she started.
I like to
there
throw
was-
dance.
Back when Gus was watching it.
But they were around heaps, and it used to be like this massive like drama ordeal. People would like compare like TikTok like creator houses and pit them
Right.
against
Yeah.
each other, and sometimes like the drama would
'Cause they
make
have-
it on YouTube.
Yeah,
and
They had like 40
just-
million followers.
Oh yeah, it was just free content for each
Yeah.
other. Like they would be big on their own ones, and then they would have house
Funny.
ones.
I always watch those people that are like, that is their business model, is a YouTube channel about YouTube drama that they then talk shit about people. They're saying like, this person's saying dumb stuff, and then that person says stuff about them, and that's the business. Then they get to
Yeah.
make a video in response to the response
And
to
then
the
they would
response to the
release like
response.
diss tracks and stuff as well. I remember that was
crazy.
actually a
Houses
thing.
are all-
This was like pre-COVID, I want to say.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Because houses are always a bad idea, right? They're appealing
Oh,
because
yeah.
it's like money and all the toys, and they bring people, and they never end well. They're always like, we're going to put all these creatives in one space,
It
and they're
lifts
going to fight a
everyone's
fight.
audience numbers up together
Yeah.
really quickly. So even if you just commit to it for like a year, you're like, okay, it'll be hell, but like by the end of it,
Get out of this.
I
I
can
take
get
those
out of it. And
numbers.
yeah,
that's fair enough.
So I
Like the
think that's
cross-pollinating, it's like, oh, we both kind of do similar things, but
Yeah,
now we can both
yeah.
have each other's
Yeah.
followers.
Yeah, and I don't think it's two creators deciding to move in together. It is
That's what I mean.
an
It's-
agency going,
We've
we'll
bought
rent
real
this
estate.
house. We'll put you in
Business
it together.
write-off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll
You
rent
all
it.
pretend to love each other.
We're putting you in it. You guys are going to make content together. You'll have a support team to help make the content. We get our cut of it. Like
We do it until you all hate each other
Yeah,
and
exactly.
someone
Like-
says,
And
I'm
then we
out.
keep doing it because that's free
Yeah.
content.
Yeah. exactly.
It's the the flame burns bright, but I think it works on a kind of flash in the pan kind of
Yeah.
model.
before we got distracted by
yeah.
TikTok booby dancers and creator houses and stuff.
Nah.
Hey, speaking of booby dancers, what's up, guys? No. Just kidding. That's not my TikTok. My TikTok is actually it's arts and crafts and video games. Oh,
really?
Yeah,
What
very
do you art and
different.
craft?
Yeah.
I do a lot of sewing. I'm like very slowly getting into crocheting. I do
Nice.
painting and stuff
Mine's
too.
all makeup and cottagecore.
Ooh, that's pretty good.
Yeah, it's like lots of people doing like weird creative
you're
makeup
making-
stuff.
you're saying you're doing
This is
doing
my own
sewing.
making.
You're not cottage
That's what I
core.
post.
Cottage-
Oh,
she
no,
does.
this is my For You page.
No,
Yeah,
yeah.
no.
Mine's still arts and crafts and
What's the
video games,
latest
yeah.
thing? What's the last thing you crocheted?
Right now, I'm working on doing like little My Neighbor tutorial ones. They're
Huge.
really
Cool.
difficult.
We
I'm
have
not gonna
a
lie.
crochet and a
I
sew
know.
job
I saw
right
all of
there,
this stuff,
yeah.
and I was like,
Sew job.
What else do you call
Says
it?
that.
It's a sew job.
That's not a sew job. Jesus
What's
Christ.
it?
now I'm
So
trying
what
to
is
think,
a
what
sew
would you
job?
say?
I don't know.
A sewing
25 bucks?
job?
Yeah.
Did you just think of that just then?
What?
A sew job.
That was
Yeah,
one
of
of
course.
those 1/15th of a full idea thing.
Yeah, that's a 15th of a description of an
Call
art
it
or
what
craft.
it is. You use your hands on it. It's a no. It's a sew job. It's a sew
It's a
job.
sew
A
job.
secret sew
Sew
job.
job,
It's a sew job.
Yes.
But you do mainly cute. Have you done? I've seen those crochets where people like sew in like a curse word or something in like a really lovely
Oh,
I've
pattern.
seen those too. Yeah, no, I haven't.
That's needlepoint.
Needle. Okay,
Embroidering type stuff.
Yeah.
I don't have enough wall space. I, have so
I
many
bought
posters.
I bought a kit and it never made it out of the box.
You know,
Should
like
do it before you turn 40. Talk about it later.
there's always those things you buy though, and it comes in those kits, and you're like, this is everything I need. Like I don't need
Can't
to do anything
wait to
more.
start.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna do it, and then you're like, now I need the motivation, and then you open the box, and you're like, that's too many bits. I'll put them all back in.
It's
I'm
just
done with it.
like tasks like that really require
Yeah.
a moment of stillness, and it's so hard, especially as someone who plays video games, and anyone who kind of feels like modern society worsens attention issues.
Put the Red Bull down.
The idea of like sitting still, like I kind of put the box in front of me and I open it and I'm like, great, just me and the little things and I'm gonna do it. And then I'm like, I should get a drink first because it'll make it. Yeah.
Not
and then,
Red Bull.
Oh,
and then I
put
sit
music
down
in the
and I'm like,
background.
yeah, just like some music. The
And
right
then all of a
music
sudden,
will make it
somehow
like
the plot's the most interesting thing ever. But all it was is Transformers.
Yeah.
Dinos fighting dinos.
No, I'm transfixed to it. I'm like,
Wait, did that Transformers come out?
Rise of the Beast.
The Rise
So
of the
bad.
Beast is here.
It's so
Holy
bad.
shit.
What's behind Steph? Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah. That fella?
You've seen it,
Smiley
Bmac.
fella. Oh, what, the headphones or the mask? Could be a clue.
Mask.
Both.
I thought they might be excited by the headphones.
Oh,
a lot
I
of
see.
things.
I see.
When you're not crocheting.
He's planting
Yes.
a seed.
Video games, but we've had a caster before on the couch. You're a second caster.
Am I? Who was the other one?
Miles the Ross.
Oh, sorry for the downgrade.
It's not a come on.
No way. No way.
But
Yes.
you're down at the moment doing a bit of casting.
LCO. Yeah. So I'm doing League of Legends Circuit Oceania at the moment. We got our grand finals coming up on Sunday. I do the hosting for that. Done a lot of different esports hosting as well. So it's nice to do something local, something in Australia. Even though I'm from Brisbane, it's nice to still just be in the home country.
And
Yeah.
even if it is League of Legends, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He couldn't help himself.
I'm wondering how long it would take him to be brought up.
dig in.
We gotta hurt Josh a little bit at the start of the show and then more as the night goes on.
Sure.
I remember when I was here sitting behind Josh and you guys did the green screen one where you had to sell a bad game and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And I was thinking about it when I was asked to come on here and I was like, oh, if we do that segment again, it'd be hilarious if you just played League of Legends. Or if I just
lol,
walked up there and I was like, oh, this game, League of Legends, and I just walked up.
Might suck. I haven't
Peter
got a
would be
dog
like,
in that fight.
Isn't that the trashest game that ever was made?
I was like, League? Oh, you're right. I nailed it, right? Hole in
We
one.
could do that, put everyone's favourite game behind them and just make them think they
Make
have to
them-
trash
yeah,
it. I'll be
yeah.
up there, Death Stranding.
Make 'em hurt.
Selling it.
Death Stranding.
Have you found the esports scene? Obviously, it's tough to kind of get it going in Australia.
Yeah.
And most of our great casters end up going overseas. Like it seems like you have a lot.
Yep.
But how have you found the experience overall?
It's tough. I mean, it has its ups and downs for sure. You're always in this space where everyone feels like family. You all want to do stuff together. You want to build each other up. But at the same time, there is still very limited numbers when it comes
Sure.
to broadcasts. And then you also have to have this internal dialogue with yourself of, do I want to stick to a specific game? Do I want to go into all games? What's going to help me improve my craft? And then I think you also just have the general life things of like, am I good enough for this? Am I not? How far do I want? What are those end goals for me? But at the same time, you get to have so many more experiences that you never would have, like in terms of meeting people, getting to travel. You get to do so much more extra off the back of doing events. So it's great. It's so much fun. And it's also really interesting. Like you never know the level of like fame or esportsness that you're in until, I know this sounds like a weird word, but until you're like walking around an event or
and you
something
get
and someone's
recognized?
like,
Totally.
oh my gosh,
sure.
I'm like, no way, bro. I'm like, someone paid you, didn't they?
Especially because when people get really into a person's particular style of casting, it's like you have a fan for life. They're just like, I always want to be able to watch the game with this person's perspective and this person breaking things down and stuff. And so that's like high praise, I think.
Yeah, it is. It's crazy. It's one of those surreal like shock moments where you're like, oh, maybe people do kind of pay attention to what I do. Yeah,
Nice.
It's that little glimmer of like recognition. And you're like, damn, this stuff's really fun. And then obviously you get to just talk about video games, which everyone loves doing.
But very, very fast and continuously.
Yes. The point always has to be moving. You're like, okay, what's the next thing we can do?
Do you have a fallback thing of like
What's your like
when you
fallback
just
banter
when you
or
when you
just...
go blank and you're like, I don't know what to say in this moment? Do you have like something that you use to fill with, or do you just kind of like?
Yeah, there would. I don't know if I can think about it off the top of my head, but there's definitely stuff that I just fall back on, and it like helps depending on who you have with you on the panel.
I was going to say that's so much
Totally.
more about the cast, because I mean we do it on this couch where like I'll go blank and someone will see that I've gone blank and jump in before I've even stopped talking, like to save the point. So it just happened, you know, you build up a chemistry with people.
All right,
and
let's
that's
move
it.
on.
Thank you very much.
Oh, no, sorry. I could see you going blank. You were going blank.
I feel like my thing is I always go, you are someone who...
We talked about this the other day, and we'll move on. But we talked about how we occasionally, I sometimes start a conversation with no words ready. And I'll be like, Nat, how has it all with you have been?
I know it was.
And I'm like, please say something.
I used to do that so much. That one I actually really had to train myself out of. I still
You're good.
now and now and then start a sentence without knowing how I want to finish it.
Yes.
I know like what I want to say. I don't know how I'm going to finish it. And so sometimes I'll stutter, but I've learned to not have these long pauses between things. I'm like, just keep going. And then a new thing popped up where I'd start putting really in everything. And I'm like, that's actually somehow worse.
You're just saying really.
It's when you can't reach the word count on the essay.
Everyone develops their filler words though. Mine's sort of, I don't know why. I always say it's sort of, it's this
And, like-
sort of like thing.
Yeah.
I've always thought sometimes I do that.
You know.
You know?
Oh,
Kind of.
you know.
You know.
The kind and the sort of I also do just out of not having confidence in what you're about to say. So I think just being strong in what you're saying and just say it is so much better. But it's really difficult when
Yeah.
there's that
Confident
in the back
and
of your
wrong.
mind. Yeah. You're like, what if I'm so overly confident and 100% wrong? But then you remember, you say so much stuff, no one's going to remember
No
it
one's
in a
remembering
week.
those little
exactly.
bits. Garanga strong.
Except Reddit, which has already clipped it.
Oh, for sure.
It's already
Lives on
on
the
it.
internet, perfectly.
Nice.
Well, kind of, sort of,
You
like
are-
Little Bit Back. We can bring that down a little bit volume-wise. Quite loud in here. A
Nah.
little bit of backup
Crank
is
it.
brought to us by EvilSpyBoy. Thank you.
That's cool.
One more time. Bring it in. And Peter Burns. Wait. Do you know what's missing?
Why
At the end of it. But
Why did you show your butt to the
It's
audience?
mainly just butt dance.
Usually like a backside shot or a
Just
profile.
sideways. It's sideways.
No,
and then
it's usually sideways.
Yep, and off they go. Classic Warner Brothers
I didn't
cartoon
watch
sound
cartoons.
effects.
Do you want a little tidbit?
Please.
A way that I became very close friends with one of my still very close friends was went over to her house, played charades, and we didn't know each other. We'd only met through uni in one class, and I ended up pulling Flintstones as the card, and I got up there. We had no chemistry, right? We really only knew each other very shallow, and I just did the whole, and she's like, Flintstones! And I was like, that's it.
Friends for life.
I love that.
All it was a box and a little bit of running on the
Box
spot.
and running, the
gosh.
little toes at the bottom.
Amazing.
Nailed it.
It's nothing better when you have that kind of like connection with someone. Like,
Finish each other's Flintstones. Thank you, EvilSpyBoy, for sponsoring a little bit of backup. If you'd like to be like EvilSpyBoy, you can head to foodbank.org.au and be generous and give a little money and give a little generosity to Foodbank Australia. That is something that you can do. Something we can do is talk about a little bit of news, a little bit of backup. And the news we have is that Neopets are back!
I'm excited.
I couldn't give a shit. But apparently Neopets are back. And there was an article in The Verge written by Ash Parrish that says that it's less to do with the actual fact that Neopets are back and more that the Neopets website that a lot of people used to go back to that enjoyed in their 1999, so late 90s. It was kind of like a Tamagotchi in a browser.
yeah, this was after my time.
This is all
I
news
think,
to me.
yeah.
This is not my generation. But the website also had a whole bunch of Flash games that I think a lot of kids wasted their education on at school, probably in computer labs. And as part of the game's return, because it now has new owners, parent company NetDragon has now, under new leadership, the Neopets team are rejuvenating as many of these Flash games as possible, and they're up to around 50 of them at the moment. They've been restored via an emulator because these were all Flash games, and once Flash gets, what is it like? Once it gets upgraded or your browser's not compatible anymore,
Yeah,
then
I mean,
it works.
Flash has been abandoned.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
there's that.
Flash is dead,
water.
and so anything that was built on Flash has ceased to exist in modern browsers. But obviously, you can port that kind of stuff. It takes a bit of work, but
Does it? I've seen the games. Nat was showing some of them to me. You
Yeah.
played them. You enjoyed these.
Yeah.
They're pretty shit.
Yeah, well, I mean, I equate them to back in the day for Miniclip was around the same era
Yeah.
and whatnot. And Neopets, even though people are saying it's back, Neopets itself never really died per se. Like the website was always
Neopets
there
is a way
to
of life.
access. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. Like
yeah.
it's a
Exactly.
lifestyle you adopt when
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
about 8 years old.
Was this around the same time as Habbo Hotel?
Habbo Hotel was the very next year. I looked
What
up
about
earlier
a
'cause I was like, when
penguin
was Habbo?
full of a club full of penguins? Is
I
that
think
a
it was
thing?
a little later. but-
They were definitely like you would play them around the same era though, but they were
Yep.
just very different because Neopets was fully felt like web browser text. Like here's an
Yeah.
image and you would just kind of click on it, sort of thing.
Because I was looking over the shoulder as you were talking about it. We were looking at the show. Ruby was clicking away at it and
Yeah.
loving all the games and things they were finding. But it was a bit of a mixed mash of art forms and browsers, and like it didn't look like this. It didn't look like what I thought people were. I thought Neopets was like Digimon or something, but it's like no, these are like
Whoa,
My
what is
favorite moment.
This is
and
what-
we filed this under things we had to ask Ruby about, and my favorite moment was when Ruby was showing it to you, and you went, "So how does it? Like, do you have a Neopet?"
Yeah. Must you
was like-
feed your Neopets?
Yeah.
And when does the fun start happening? But as you said, this is something people would have done back in the day.
Yeah.
I think, like, you know, at school when they didn't have computers that could do many, weren't very tech savvy, and like a browser was the perfect place to play a knockoff of Snake or because that's kind of what these are. They're like match 3 games. They're pretty basic,
Yeah.
but there are good time killers.
They are very good time killers, and what you would do is, for a lot of them, you would try to get a high score, and you could only ever submit 3 high scores per game per day. And obviously, so you would be playing it, and you had to kind of like hedge your bets.
gotcha.
Is this the best score I can get? And you would submit it, and you'd get near points, I'm pretty sure they were, which is like their in-game currency back from it. So you could only ever submit 3 times a day, but you could keep playing it as much as you wanted.
Right.
Then you would get these Neo points, and you would buy food for your Neopet. You could adopt new Neopets, because like there were abandoned ones that you could adopt.
Yeah.
You could try and buy some as well.
And that was all with Neo points. It wasn't any real world money.
No.
Yeah.
No, but I did read an article about a girl who's like in her like early high school maybe, who started some full on like Neopet,
It was
like
point
rare
wandering.
Neopet selling ring by like
Wait, so
wow.
she would sell off accounts with for
No,
real
she
money?
would sell off. It was complex, but there were like expensive items in the game. But there was also an auction house for the adoption. There was there's an auction adoption house, and so they would paint the animal with the certain
with
special
the red
brush.
paint, yep.
Yeah, and then something about buying the special pen and then selling the animal back really low on the auction house, and their friends were on like IRC going like, it's up now and its name is something really complex, and so they could just copy and paste it and find it as soon as it went up and then get it.
Jesus Christ.
I don't know if that makes sense to you,
That
because it
does.
doesn't to me.
That does.
But yeah, that was what
That's
they were
crazy.
doing. Yeah.
Wow, that's brilliant. That's genius.
And they made a bunch of money that way. It was like, and it was like somebody was like fondly remembering Neopets, and also like this weird crime ring that I started.
And then there was even the thing, I'm going to misquote all of this, but there was a little tie into NFTs at one point. The Neopets,
Correct,
the
yes.
company that was running them was like trying to make them into NFTs at one point. That's
Yeah, that
all
was
been
a couple of years ago.
That was
That
not
was a couple
so
of
long
years ago.
ago,
That's
yeah.
been abandoned now,
Yeah.
and since the new ownership, and I think it's going at least what looks like sort of down a pure path of let's rekindle what people really loved about
Yeah,
this.
it's not just the mini games that I noticed they're bringing back as well. That's obviously like the majority of it, and what is catching a lot of people's attention. But even just the like user interface is getting an overhaul. So like
Yeah.
when
you
you
did chat out, you're like, the interface looks
was like-
great, and I looked at it, I'm like, does it?
You
how
have
bad
to-
was it
yeah,
before?
yeah.
Like Y2K nostalgia is really big as an aesthetic
That's
right
true.
now.
Yeah.
So
That's
like
true.
everything is kind
Yeah.
of like forcibly looking shitter to
Yeah.
go back to that time, and it's bonkers to me. So like, no, we've come so far.
But you're right, it
We
would have
won't
been
go back.
terrible back then.
And that's the crazy thing is what now looks good for Neopets is still shit in comparison to what we have now. But yeah,
Yeah.
it used to literally just be a web page like you
Yeah.
were scrolling, I don't know, like
It's-
MySpace back
It's like any remaster is that it's like you want it to feel faithful to the original,
Yeah.
but you want it to be a little bit more modern and
Yeah.
palatable.
Yeah.
It was just a lot friendlier, I guess, as well.
Yeah.
That I really liked. It was easier to customize things, to navigate your way around.
also-
That was
Yeah,
always
and it
the
was
difficult part.
cute. Like, and the idea of having these like kind of different weird little pets was like a nice idea.
Yeah.
I remember that.
But also, it's wild to see like Flash games getting rejuvenated, because there are so many games on different websites that everyone would have had. I know in my school, every library computer was the FHM Top 100 Flash games. It was the bookmark on everyone, because it was like
Yeah.
Stick Death and all those things from Newgrounds and Mini Clips and all that. It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I don't know how many of those still exist. I hope that FHM one doesn't exist, but it's like they were so many games lost to time and probably should stay there lost. But I'm just like,
Even my call center job when I was at uni, they had such a strict like login system that you
Yeah.
couldn't have anything on there. But Flash games worked until they blocked them. But
Yeah.
like it was like for a while that somebody would be like sending around a link to
This one's
something.
good, you
You can access this.
yeah.
Yeah.
Now they're just shit $2 Switch games, aren't they? They just take each one and make it
Pretty much.
shovelware essentially. But
Yeah, it's funny, yeah, because there used to be Miniclip had some
Miniclip's a good one.
really well designed games on it.
I know the most popular one. I'm gonna misquote it because I always get it mixed up. I don't know if it was Water Boy and Fire Girl or
There was a movie
Fire-
that was Lava Girl and
no, Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
Shark
Yeah.
Boy. Yeah.
That's Spy Kids, and I never watched that.
So
I was
then,
too old for
and,
that.
and I think the game was the inverse. That maybe the
Okay,
boy
right.
was lava and the girl was
Sure.
water.
Ah.
But it was a lot
avoid-
of fun, and you have to play it with your friend on the same
That's
keyboard and all
cool.
that sort of stuff.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
cute.
stuff. a WASD and someone on the
on the
arrow keys.
arrow keys, yeah.
The dual keyboard.
The
Fireboy,
what a
Dolphin
go.
Pets
That's
remembers.
it.
Yeah.
I knew someone would. The last
Nice.
bit of Neopets news, though, that I want to quickly touch on as well is I saw someone bring it up in chat and I forgot. But John Legend is an ambassador advocate
Holy shit,
for
wasn't
Neopets
that
too.
great?
Yeah,
That's
I
so
saw the tweet
wild.
about it. And
Yeah.
I was like,
I was about to say, how do Neopets have the money? But I guess if it's bought by Fire Dragon,
There's
maybe
Fireboy.
he's just
I think
super
John Legend is just a
nostalgic.
bit of a neo nerd.
Yeah, it must have been.
Yeah.
Neo
Like,
baby
what's
into a
he
Neo
actually
nerd.
got to do as ambassador or something? Isn't he just going
No, I
to
don't know.
he's
tweet?
gonna look cute.
He's going to get a whole bunch of Neo points and be able to spend them on
Yeah.
his little
just-
bandana,
it's-
on his
it's just
little
gonna be
His
stupid...
little
Someone
rainbow
filming him going
Merca.
like this.
What was it? Yeah, Merca? The
Yeah,
little thing. that-
Mirka, something like that.
Anyway, if you're a fan of Neopets, I'm sure you're thrilled. But good for you. It's not a game. But what are games? Are the games we were playing in the segment called... Isn't that bad? It's pretty bad.
I feel like you play hard into old man stereotype now.
If I don't understand,
I don't know
if I
what's
don't
going on
understand
with
it, I
kids
don't like
today.
it.
Oh, these youngins, I tell you, anything gets their
I
attention.
tell you
Oh.
what.
Bloody, and then they lose it in
crazy.
half a second, you know? You
All you
just
gotta
go,
do is put a tablet in front
next
of their face.
thing, next
and
thing,
they're
next
sold.
thing.
Yep.
Can't watch 5 days of cricket anymore. It's all Big Bash.
It's all 2020.
What we've been playing is brought to us by BuriBuri, special back pocket patron BuriBuri. We're going to read a weird legal fact for BuriBuri, from BuriBuri, thanks to BuriBuri. And this one comes in from Iowa. The fine...
I'm getting something out of my teeth.
Okay.
Oh, you almost got it.
Yeah, got it. It's in the middle now.
Hey.
What? Oh.
Beautiful.
In Iowa, after 5 minutes of kissing, you're breaking the law.
Come here.
With any
We're not in Iowa, baby. We can go all night.
I have like so many questions about this. First of all, who is kissing? Is it like your lips have to be conjoined for 5 minutes straight?
You gotta be like
That's an
old,
interesting
you know,
question.
teenage passion, which is like pashing, not passion.
Passion,
Yeah, but-
pashing.
Are you
Which
like?
is like, you don't...
Kiss until
But
your
you-
lips
To your
bleed.
chat.
Okay, but
Yeah.
you would kiss, and there's still a part where you would break away for a millisecond at least, and then go back at it
Exactly.
again, right?
And what
So
is-
therefore it's
Not
no
if you're a
longer
heavy
fun.
nose breather.
What's the legal stoppage time?
Yeah.
Is it
Yeah.
5 minutes on, 5 minutes off?
Oh,
You
is there
know?
a
Oh,
cooling
you reckon
period is
you-
what
you
you're
know-
saying?
It's like when you park when you park in a 1 hour zone and like you need to move your car. And it's like,
Do you
how
just-
far do I
you
need
just,
to
like,
move my
roll it
car?
backwards?
True, I
Give him
feel
a
like
big kiss
kiss-
and then
Yeah,
like,
just kissing for
you-
5
Teenage
minutes.
kissing was never about enjoyment. It was
No.
always like a show of strength and like
show of
endurance.
endurance.
And
Endurance,
It was
endurance.
competitive.
It was.
Yeah, yeah.
There'd be like people on the dance floor at like high school dances in year 7 and 8, and they would just lock mouths, and then you'd
Yeah.
like go have a dance and come back and be like, oh, they're still going. And it's like, why? You
My
can't
version
be
of
enjoying that.
my
It was just
version of
like,
that was-
we kissed for 5 minutes.
Yeah, it was cider houses at house parties.
Sure,
Cider
yeah.
houses,
And
behind
then
a
it was
shed,
like,
behind
as
a
you're doing
shed.
it, eyes fully open, just watch
Yeah.
people down the alley go,
I remember that. I remember some of my first like pashes being eyes open, being like,
yep.
wonder how long this would go for.
I'm now like thinking about the
Like
length
in a
of,
normal kiss, like period of time. Like, is this about right?
now like I'm thinking about 5 minutes is like 3 songs. You're making out.
That's a long
kissing
time.
Such
That's
a
true.
long
for, like,
time.
3
Yeah.
songs.
And if all 3 songs are Freebird, you are chapped
You're
at the end
fucked.
of that.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Oh, that is very
What a law.
interesting.
Thanks, Bruce.
So there you go. I think that's reasonable and should still be law.
And again, we always have to ask, what was the event that occurred
Yes!
that must start this law? So
Yeah.
it must have been a very peeved person who sat there and was like, I reckon if they kiss
It
for
was.
another
Yeah,
2 more
yeah,
fucking
yeah,
minutes,
yeah,
I'm
totally.
gonna say something.
Yeah.
And then like at the 5 minute mark, they were like, right, I'm gonna go to the town
council.
hall, the council.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or someone
Yo,
died.
that was
Kissing
the
too
other thing I was
much?
thinking.
Kiss of death.
You kiss too much.
Ooh, you kissed too much?
You reckon they
What
weren't
a
breathing while they were
rumor.
kissing?
Yeah. Rookie mistake.
A circular breather murdered someone by kissing them for 5 minutes.
They might have had a cold.
No, it's blood.
And they're just flailing about. While the other person's like,
Oh, they're
it's a
really
show of
getting into
strength.
They're
We
really
can't
getting
break
into it.
It's a show of strength.
Oh, Lord.
All right, we're going to talk about the games we've been playing this week.
Before you go, Pete,
before we go.
I don't usually show creative during the show, but this one, it was so topical and so fast from Reese. We've got old timey Gus
so
No,
yeah.
talking about
Right.
Sodov's gang gang.
Sow jobs. That's pregnant pig jobs. I'd take a pig job.
So spicy, gang. Oh, this is the shit I don't understand.
Gang for real.
Not
Oh
a booby
God.
dance.
I don't get this
TikTok
either.
Tomes Volume
What's
3.
gang?
I don't know what gang is.
Post show.
Gang,
Post show.
gang?
Yeah, we're
Post
going to
show.
dissect this in the
That's what I was going to
post show.
say. I was like, chat.
Oh, no, I meant
if
gang.
you want some more of this, we do look at this sort of stuff in the post show. So stick around. Stick
Yeah.
around for that.
We'll dissect.
If you know, you know.
This is like a yes, no of like
Yeah,
Gen Z and
totally.
Gen Z.
Yeah.
It's like, where are all these memes
Yep.
from?
Peter, you go first. You've been playing the game.
I'm going to go first because I've been playing the thing that came out the most recently, technically, because the thing that Gus has been playing isn't even out.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm that special.
He's pretty special. He's a special guy.
Special little
He's
boy.
a special little guy.
I'm so special. Looking up all my
He's a special little guy with his little glasses.
I had two magnifying glasses in that.
One for each eye, obviously.
I picked up last night Remnant 2, and I played a little bit last night and some again this morning. It is a third-person action RPG, a Souls-like, but with guns. I had to write down everything it is because it is too many things.
Oh, I love that.
It is a...
It's a rare production mistake from me. I'm sorry, everyone.
Anyway, there's a production job up for grabs if anyone wants to apply. Send into back pocket on
Send
the
your
Creative
resumes to Josh.
Send them to him.
Yeah, you'll be hired.
At least I'll still be working
Come
here.
through.
Yeah.
See how many
That's his-
come
Send them to him. It's
Yeah.
a show of strength.
It is a procedurally generated shooter-looter, Souls-like third-person action RPG set in a multiverse.
My favorite.
Where the enemies are trees.
Well, the main enemy are trees, but there are many, many enemies because it's a multiverse.
M. Night Shyamalan.
M. Night Shyamalan. Are you talking about the village?
Happening.
Oh, the happening of the trees are the bad guys. Yeah. But somehow it all kind of works. I've seen some really glowing reviews for this, and I don't necessarily agree that it is as brilliant as some people have seen. Like IGN gave it a 9, and I think that's a bit
Wow.
extreme. But it is definitely a step up from Remnant 1, and Remnant 1 was an exciting spin on Souls-like because it introduced guns and it worked quite well.
I feel like I'm seeing a lot of vertical tearing, Peter. What's going on? Is this yours?
This is not my footage.
Okay.
Is this the one that looks bad? Let me try and find a different one.
That's fine.
There is a different clip.
I mean, it's very brown and dark, but we'll get to the aesthetic. but like,
So the game, actually, the other clip is probably better because I think it is right from the start of the game as well. You kind of, you are this character, no personality, nothing, and you're thrown into the world and you're introduced to the fact that there is this tearing in the multiverse, and you're
Oh, that was the vertical tearing you were saying.
Of course.
was vertical tearing.
There was a
Yeah,
law reason behind it.
Yeah.
which should we go to? Just turn VSync on. The world is saved.
Multiverse is also.
the really interesting part about the game is the procedural generation of it and procedural storytelling of it as well, in that the right until the moment where the game opens up into co-op, and it's 3-player co-op as well, the whole game, other than the tutorial, which is 30 minutes, you will get sent into one of the worlds, and you will start doing one of the world campaigns, and it will be different for everyone. So
I was about to ask that. So you could just be lumped anywhere.
yeah, you get thrown somewhere, and you get thrown into the starting area of the somewhere, but that is different for everyone. The dungeons are laid out differently for everyone. The monsters in the dungeons are different for everyone. They're not. It's not like No Man's Sky where all the creatures are procedurally generated. They have creature designs and because the combat is the highlight of the game. It is really, really satisfying, and the enemies are designed to be fun to combat. Mm-hmm. So I think if they did everything procedural, it wouldn't work. But the enemies will appear in different places, and you'll find the paths are going in different directions and leading you to different parts of individual worlds.
Can we see some different footage?
No, I want to hear that. I want to see where this conversation goes.
Can we see some more different footage?
I'm curious as to where we feel like the procedural generation or procedurally generated stuff falls into the AI conversation. Because when I played that like detective-y game that was like procedurally generated spaces, but also procedurally generated quests, it was like, it was such an interesting concept, but it also felt machine run.
These are tiles, aren't they? A bit more like the first one. Like they're sort of sections of dungeons all pieced together. Maybe a little less so than.
Like,
Yeah,
where's
I
the
know.
line?
I
Why are we
can't-
okay with this, but we're not okay with like?
I can't quite tell how big the blocks are if maps are being assembled in tiles like that.
Yeah.
I will say that you feel it. Like when you think about what Elden Ring accomplished and what the Souls games do, they are so crafted. And this is just like, this suffers a bit from, I think all of the visual design is actually really, really good. All the enemy design is really good, and the world kind of painting the textures of it all. But it falls apart in like paths hanging over gaps that wouldn't be there if someone had made it properly, or designed it in a way that they intended. But that said, it does make this a more interesting version of like running stuff like Destiny, where you run the same thing over and over and over.
Sure,
and over again.
If
you go, and I'm nowhere near this, but when you finish the game, you can go and restart individual worlds, and you'll get a new role of that world. So you can, and a new version of the campaign. You might interact with different characters in that world because you couldn't access them before. So there's some good replayability here, and it is a looter shooter action RPG. You are grinding for gear. You are going back to base and upgrading your gear, and then you go back and you kick monsters' ass, and then you that is all a big part of the game as well. So it's so many things.
Is it closer probably to Returnal in that sense? Like maybe not the upgrading, but more in terms of the way it's combat heavy and it's procedural. I guess maybe just in those two.
Absolutely, you can see the similarities of it being a procedural shooter.
The biggest thing I saw that really interests me, because I played the first one, and we played a little bit of co-op with the first one back in Good Game Online days, and we had a really good time. We were like, oh, let's just play a little bit, and we're like, oh, we're kind of hooked on this. And it was the fact that it wasn't really, the world was pretty dull, the enemy design was pretty average, but the shooting was tight, and the levels were fun, and it just had this kind of keep going vibe to it. This one, the upgrade in terms of the glow up looks great, even though I hate the design is just so drab, but it's still got flourishes of color here and there. But it's got two other fractured splits, I think, which is you've got this brown tree world, but you've also got an old-timey town with elves, weird elves in suits that are running around as the enemy.
Do you
and
mean
again, they're the
Santa elves
multiversal worlds.
or Tolkien elves?
More like the Scoia'tael.
Yeah, okay. I don't know why
dark elves.
I defaulted to Santa elves. It's just the way you did a
I
movement.
I did this.
That suggested not your average elves.
Yeah.
It was
The creature, very bad. Come here, you. The creature design in the first one was kind of just big brown.
All the loot is just Christmas presents.
Yeah.
The enemies were big brown tree roots coiled around sort of aliens, whereas I saw a couple of interesting color and just designed areas that felt intriguing that I want to check this out for.
Yeah. Because I'm only in the first world, and I think I got the drabbest world as well to start with. It's grey mush, but and then there's facilities, and I'm fighting robots, and some weird bug stuff. Which, there's this centurion-y things in the old ruined city, and there's the elves in the old fantasy medieval town.
Yeah.
The kind of weakest point from Remnant 1 was the boss fights were big unit spongy dudes and a million ads. And every boss I fought in that, and I didn't finish it, was kill this thing, but you got to dodge the enemies that are jumping at lashing at your heels. The few boss fights that I've had in this game have been cool. Yeah, they've been interesting design. They've had unique aspects to them, and that's been the exciting part. Is okay, I'm interested in getting to the next major boss, which it talks to Souls. That's what Souls is so much about, is exploring, and then cool, I get to the next boss.
Can you remind me, just on the Souls thing, there are bonfire-esque points through spaces that you sit down and sort of save point at. Is there a currency, or is there something you're earning?
You get scrap, which is cash, and you also pick up resources to upgrade your weapons and you drop that if you die and can still get back to it? I don't think you drop any of it. I don't think it's punishing in that way.
Okay.
The only times I've died, there's multiple difficulty settings as well. And I've only died to falling off stuff.
Sure.
So I didn't leave an X, but I don't think I lost anything. Maybe I lost some scrap, but it didn't punish me in a massive way. You keep all your resources.
Did you say that was multiplayer or no?
Yeah, it's 3-player co-op.
3-player co-op. Yeah, okay.
That's such a weird number.
It is, yeah, but it's kind of
go-to
traditional
these
for
days.
shooter looter.
Yeah.
Destiny is a fighting
Destiny's a
three.
lot of 3, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's more of a practical number that people can actually pull together if it's like...
It was always too hard to get a 4th.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's good.
You don't have enough friends.
A lot of
It's like,
trios in like COD and stuff these days as well, so...
Yeah. Apex, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
True, Apex is all about trios.
I think
True.
just everyone's been raving about this as like a really good glow up. It's a really good step up as a sequel. It's just like the first game had so many little missteps in what was essentially a cool structure for a game and a great idea that they were going for. And it just feels like they did everything to round off every square edge to make this better.
Yeah.
If you liked that first one, you'd love this.
Yeah.
Whereas
yeah.
I don't know if there was the
It
love.
still is it's pretty shallow experience. The story is like meaningless.
It wasn't
I
the
was
first
gonna
one
say,
too.
I was
It
gonna
was
say, you
like-
said the first one was like kind of and now
Yeah.
you're just like, I don't know if it's any better than the second
First
one.
one was like fix the generator and all the people
the
are down.
story is
If I had a
like,
penny for every generator I've fixed in a video game.
Well, I remember in the first one, just quickly, the start of the game, I had no idea what this game was. And I land on an island. I'm like, medieval island. And then I've got a huge sword. I'm like, I have a sword. And they pull out a gun. I'm like, I have a gun. And then I walk through a warehouse. I'm like, I'm in a I was like, what the fuck is this game? It was
No,
so
I have a
confusing.
lightsaber. No.
Yeah, exactly. It was so strange, but
yeah, and I keep finding myself, and I'm really enjoying it. I sessions go for longer than you expect them to because you're compelled to just go around the next corner, find the next checkpoint. But I keep running into, this just doesn't feel crafted. It feels like it just exists in front of me, and it's fun. The stuff that I'm doing is fun, but there's just something missing.
I just wonder if that audience is not bigger, but like that audience that loves
Well, I think
run modes, procedural generators, replayability, a game that they can just constantly come back to with a group of 3 and just keep churning and burning. It's like
I think
people love
ultimately
that.
it will give the game longevity, and that's a good thing. But I don't know if I would have loved it, because the other thing that Souls games do is there's water cooler moments, right? You go and you have a conversation about the boss fight, and I would come in and we've played the same amount of the game and we would not have encountered the same bosses.
How was that elf?
We'd
What the
have
fuck are you
we'd have
talking
no
about?
things. Yeah, exactly. We'd have no share points. So that's kind of lost, except for the fact that you get to do it with someone else. So the 3 of you had the same experience, so that's a good thing. But yeah, maybe I would have liked it to have the first playthrough as a crafted experience and then it's procedural.
Or at least an option to.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's an interesting
and that would
point.
maybe give you the best of both worlds, but then it might also feel like, I think it's getting positively received because that it is procedural and people are seeing that longevity and forgiving some of the failures of that.
Yeah.
Because they're like, but it was procedural. Whereas it's kind of rubbing me a little bit the wrong way.
Did you try it in multiplayer?
No, I haven't tried it.
Because I'm always curious with these kinds of games how it scales. Because obviously with multiplayer, if you can res each other, that's such a huge benefit. But then I find balancing the amount of difficulty you add to compensate for that is always interesting.
I also think on the reverse, it's like it's great when these games can still be played in single player and you don't feel like you're at a massive disadvantage because you're like, God, a revive here would be massive.
Would be so great.
So
Yeah,
helpful.
yeah.
So I guess just wait for someone to ask if you want to play it.
Yeah.
There's classes. So you can kind of spec into
cool.
the thing you want.
That's cool, bro.
And,
I sent.
and I have a dog NPC, so I don't actually need to play with anyone else.
You got a dog?
I got
Yeah,
the
right,
dog.
fair enough.
So
Do you get to customize the dog too?
you don't.
Oh.
I'm like, that's a microtransaction. I would
Did
buy
he
dogs.
see the
I
message
would.
and not
I would.
respond?
For sure.
For sure, buy
Yeah.
dog
What a
skins.
dickhead.
But yeah, that's Remnant 2.
Cool.
And I'll be playing it solo.
Yes, you will. How fun.
Steph, what have you been playing?
I have been playing a game with some lovely friends I have.
This is why she hasn't played it with you. She's too busy with her other friends.
Yeah. She's been with the lovely friends.
I played Dead by Daylight. Nick Cage DLC. Yeah. Dead by Daylight. I think what's interesting about Dead by Daylight before I get into the fabulous Nick Cage stuff is that so many of these asymmetrical horror games have kind of come and gone, but Dead by Daylight has really endured, and it's not doing too much different from the others in terms of what it offers. They've just really kind of committed to, I guess, kind of keeping it updated with franchisey stuff in the way that you see Fortnite and other kind of games like that doing, that I think keep people coming back. So they've brought in a lot of iconic horror killers.
Who would have thought there'd be enough material to be like, there's enough horror and slasher and thriller genres to pull iconic characters from? But there clearly are.
Yeah.
People who love horror genre,
fucking love it.
When we were joking about like Neopets being a lifestyle, like horror genre genuinely is like
Yeah.
a lifestyle. People love.
Yeah.
Is Pearl in there yet?
Who?
Pearl?
Oh no, but that'd be fucking
Imagine
wild.
Pearl
I want to be an actor.
just ballet
You're like, all
dancing
right,
at
I'm
you.
into Dead by Daylight. Let's go.
Isn't she a bit porny?
Hello, Grace.
No, that was
that was
sorry.
X.
X is the sequel, but they made a prequel about the woman the young girl who turns into the old lady in X, which is about a porn crew, but not tied to her.
This isn't the ties of trailer.
They also did Stranger Things.
Wait, they
Yes.
have done Stranger
Yeah,
Things?
yeah.
But
They've
Dead
done
by
Stranger Things. Yeah,
Yep.
they've had. There's Ghostface in there. There is.
Which is the Scream? I never got that.
Yeah.
Took me so long to realize that
That's his name. Yeah.
Ghostface is
Oh, you
Yeah.
mean from
the
the
Scream from the
painting.
The painting by
Picasso.
Dali? No.
That's a Picasso, isn't it? The
No,
Scream?
is
not
it?
Picasso.
It's not. It's
Van
not.
Gogh.
It's not Dali either.
No, it's not Goya.
not Van Gogh.
It's
throwing out
Chat will know.
It is
Munch.
Munch. It's Edward Munch.
It's
How did
Munch.
we not get that one?
Oh my god. It's Kevin McAllister.
Van Gogh.
Sorry. Yeah,
Evil
there was-
Bong?
Aaron always
no.
thinks Van Gogh. That's Starry Night. You're thinking of Starry Night.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Terrifying.
It looks kind of. It looks kind of similar.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this but mechanically the game is still pretty much the same. Like I was curious when I got back into it. I was like, oh, I wonder how it's evolved and stuff like that.
We
You're
played
still
it a good game.
You're
right?
still.
Like, it's been out for ages.
Yeah.
It's been out for a long time. It's still fixing the generators as a team of 4, hiding from a killer and trying to get out. The door.
edges.
Yeah, before the killer kind of hooks you a number of times. But every kind of update they add more and more like modifiers, and the modifiers are all so there's like a series of different modifiers you can have, and some. Finish your sentence, Stephanie. The modifiers all give you different abilities that you can either activate and then kind of like passive abilities. And a lot of them have kind of random roll elements. So it'll be like, when you activate this ability, this thing happens. And then following that, any one of 10 different things could happen.
Right. And these are tied to the survivors.
Yes.
And are they tied specifically to some of them?
Not, I can't remember if the
But maybe
survivors have their own things.
maybe
But
the Nick Cages
the
and-
killers definitely have,
Yes.
yes, no, you're right, I think you're right. But the killers definitely have all their own, so every time a new killer is introduced to the game, there's a
something theme to something they do. It's like, they've
Yeah.
got their iconic weapon or there's,
Nick Cage. Oh my gosh, I've been talking about Dead by Daylight for so long, I haven't even talked about Nick Cage. So it's such a bizarre concept to introduce Nick Cage as Nick Cage, but if it wasn't Nick Cage, but because it is, it's not that bizarre, really.
How many Nick Cages could Nick Cage case?
Cage,
If
good
Nick
Nick
Cage,
Cage,
Nick
good
Cage,
Cage,
Nick Cage.
Nick.
Well, there were 4 of us in the game that we played, and we were all Nick Cage.
So you killed the same survivor?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Of course.
Oh, that is
That's
so
like-
good.
That's peak Nick Cage.
That is totally.
The best thing too is that Nick Cage is like there's lore behind how he arrives in the Dead by Daylight universe. So during a film shoot, Nick Cage is acting with such skill and gravitas
Yes,
that he
absolutely.
accidentally summons Dead by Daylight's malevolent being of incomprehensible power, the Entity.
Oh my god.
That's cool.
And so he
That's
acted
fun.
so
Too
well
hard.
that the energy he generated from his raw acting power
Was legit.
called the entity that summoned him and took him into the
Does
fog.
this happen in a cutscene?
No, it's kind of referred to.
This is like this is Tenacious D's tribute.
Yeah, pretty
You
much.
guys should be
never
like,
see it.
there was the greatest song in the world. This isn't it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
but
missed
it
it.
exists.
There was
Yeah.
the greatest
There
acting in the world.
there
It was
is,
just back there.
There is like a little intro film that plays, and we can watch it because it really just
please.
kind of sets
Oh, I
the
wanna see
tone
that, yeah.
really well.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
There's nothing more powerful than
My acting.
imagination. The fabric of reality, transforming everything you may think you know. But as with any power of
that a ring light?
magnitude, it's unpredictable.
He's one of those
He's
baby dances.
vlogging.
Acting.
It's so wild. Did you see him on stage?
Yeah.
I thought it was all
Yeah.
a cruel joke.
I love that his voice gets more Nick Cage the more you listen to it.
He said on stage, he's like, "Thanks for inviting me to your little club."
Cosmic evil. Truth is, none of that matters now. Because even after all the death,
These are all the like generic survivors that have been the.
darkness,
Yep.
I still remember exactly who I am.
Nicolas fucking Cage. Oh my god.
That's so cool.
That's the intro to
So wild.
this expansion, well, this DLC.
Yeah.
And then you're presented with a character screen where you get to put Nick Cage in different little outfits. You can put some cool sunglasses on him, and then you can choose from his different special abilities. So he has acting-specific abilities that you can trigger in the game, and they're actually really cool. Like I was really impressed with like the I guess the imaginativeness of how they've incorporated Nicolas Cage essence into the game. So his three abilities that you can equip all at once, or mixed in with different abilities from the game, is dramaturgy. So that allows you to, when you're being pursued, you can activate high knees and run super fast like this.
Amazing.
For like half a second, and then you get like 25% haste for 2 seconds after that, followed by random unknown effect.
Positive or negative? Or just, it could be either.
Are those effects all negative, or can they be like neutral? Or
Well, I can't remember if
or boom
in that instance, but I think usually it's like it's a random. It could be bad. It could be good.
Yep.
Okay.
Scene partner. So whenever you look at the killer, you can scream. Then you can see the killer's aura for like a few seconds. So if you see the killer, you can scream, thus drawing the killer's attention. But then you've got like the aura outline, so you can kind of track
Keep
where he
an eye
goes.
on where they are.
But there is a chance that you'll scream again. And if you do, then you get to see the killer's aura for longer, but
They'll
you're
hear
like,
you
yeah. So it's kind of like weird and random.
my
So
God.
it's a kind of a gamble if you activate that. And then this is the best one. It's called plot twist. So, when you get downed and dead by daylight, you're just downed. You have to wait till you get healed, or so you don't bleed out or whatever. But if you are, and you can't heal yourself unless you have a specific healing ability. So if you're injured, you're kind of limping around the map until someone bandages you. Unless you have plot twist equipped, in which case, when injured, you can activate this ability to kind of down yourself, and you enter like downed, dying state.
Yeah.
And then at that point, you can recover. So you kind of play dead, but you can't get back up again until you've kind of completed the recover meter. So you have this moment
Does
where
the enemy think they've hit you, or do they just go, "Oh, you're down. I'm not going to do anything because I can't finish you off." Like, how does that work to stop a pursuer?
you basically just kind of you wouldn't
It doesn't.
you wouldn't
do
activate
like,
it when you're
running
being
away.
pursued.
You wouldn't.
Yeah,
When you think you're hidden, then
yeah.
you can do it
You-
instead of
'cause
waiting for
also
a teammate to
normally
finish.
when you're like you're injured, you make a noise as well that is like
Right.
Heavier footsteps, heavier breathing.
Yeah, and if you're really injured, you start to leave a trail of blood and stuff like
Yeah.
that, like all stuff that kind of draws the killer towards you. If you activate plot twist, you kind of just like play dead. You don't make a noise, you don't leave a pool of blood or anything, but you have an opportunity to like silently try and recover yourself and then like be back in the game.
And you hope that they don't find you while you're in
Totally.
a completely vulnerable state.
Yeah, which happened to me a few times, but it was like it was worth it.
Wow.
It was actually just really. It was fun to all be Nick Cage's, and he's recorded all of these improvised voice lines
course he
that
has.
just you hear for Nick Cage's throughout the game.
Amazing.
Having conversations with each other when you're helping them. Oh, thanks so much. Like, what are you doing, man? Come on, let's go. Like, it was just crazy. And having this kind of I don't know, meta element in the game
it almost-
feels
I don't know if
right
it's
somehow.
fully intentional, but plays well off the film, the massive unbearable weight of massive.
Yeah, the timing
which is
is
like
really good
he has a
with that.
little bit of split personality or a bit of crisis of
He's
who
playing
he is.
himself in it.
But
Yeah,
there's
this is
only
one
really
where-
him and a young version of him. But the idea of
No,
multiple.
but Nicolas Cage is playing Nicolas Cage
Yes,
in the
playing-
film.
yeah.
And
Which-
that has been a bit of a phenomenon. So it's like it's
That's
really
the one
good
where that
timing.
meme was born, right? Where he's driving in the car
with,
and
yeah,
then
Yeah,
but like
yeah.
it's turned into the idea of him playing Nick Cage is acceptable, and in a game it's expected now. And so I love the idea of the devs going, because his input would have been a face scan and a license signing and turn up on stage, and he seems like a good guy.
And-
but also the devs
and
going
his improvised voice lines.
And his improvised voice
I reckon
lines.
I reckon he's had some input in this because I think he would have been approached, but I think he would have been very excited about
Totally,
the idea.
but I
of
love
it.
the idea of a dev going, we have to make some powers out of his acting. It's like, what if one of them is he just screams? Like, they would have had such a good time sitting down being like,
Totally.
brainstorming
how
how
do
do
you
you...
narrow it down to 3?
Yeah, exactly.
I like to think they would have pitched him a bunch and he would have chosen the ones he
I
liked.
like one
the
where
most.
he's being pursued and he just turns around and is like, stop. And then he like starts acting, and like the enemy just like sits down and just gets engaged.
It's so
He's like,
engaged
I
by
was,
it.
just like
I was hoping to
paralyzed.
see in the
That's pretty OP.
customization a head option that was just John Travolta's head. That would be amazing, but then you'd have to pay for John Travolta's likeness.
Yeah. And do you have to then, if you're referencing Face Off, do you have to like obtain the Face Off IP? I don't know. Or can you just like reference it loosely enough?
This is
You
a
can
Nick
just
Cage
reference John
healing a
Travolta,
Nick Cage.
Yeah. And sometimes there'd be all three of us on a generator, and so you'd see three Nick Cages all repairing a generator together, and then congratulating each other afterwards when they were successful. Yeah, it was really good, and I think in one of the games, I think if you go sort of towards the end of my clip, Reese played the girl from The Ring as the killer.
Oh, right.
Who is terrifying.
Yeah.
And it was that character's inclusion, I think, that sparked Nick Cage's interest in the game, and I think ultimately agreed. He agreed to do it because he was just like, that's such a cool.
Well, he said in his interview, it's
really
like,
cool.
someone close to me loves this game. And so clearly, like, a kid or a relative has been like, we played this game, you should be in it. And he's like, oh, it's been suggested. And he's like, because he had that weird element on stage of like, video games. Like,
Yeah.
not quite Pacino level confusion, but he definitely wasn't quite. But he was so enthusiastic, and that's the best part.
Yeah, I think he's just so completely himself that he just makes sense in this ridiculous, I guess, already ridiculous scenario, and it actually adds a wonderful element to the game that I was surprised works so well. The last thing I want to... Oh, sorry.
No, you go. And I was just going to ask you what the price of these DLC kind of rounds are.
This was like $15.95,
okay.
but I don't know if that was like US, whatever it was on the Steam store. It was like $15.95 for the DLC.
And the game's always been full price. It's just been people buying all these skins, and
Little
packs
add-ons and stuff. Yeah, you have to pay, if you want like extra killers and stuff like that, or customization options and stuff. Then yeah, you pay for all of those. So it's like a live service game that updates in that way. But you can also just play with the basic
Look at them all
stuff.
escaping.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
There's
Oh
my God.
one of the killers is like a creature that has like a weird goblin baby thing as well that jumps off and runs around and like kills people
I
on
think
its
I've
own.
seen that one. Yeah.
Oh my God, terrifying. And they're all like varying levels of difficulty. So it's not just essential of just choosing a reskin of different killers. It's like they have
It's wide
Some
states.
kills are more powerful.
and difficult to utilize and stuff.
Yeah, cool.
The last thing I will play you is just I just selected some of my favorite Nick Cage voice lines from the game.
please.
Lovely.
Oh, I can't wait.
I don't want to hear another one of those ridiculous crow. No one feed the crows, please. I don't know what to do with these tools, man. It's not my. What am I supposed to do with a wrench? Oh, what am I? Okay, is this a weapon? This is a flashlight. Is that
Meanwhile, the
really a
killer's like,
weapon?
are you fucking-
What am I gonna do with it? Shine it in his eyes?
Jesus Christ.
They're so good.
So much
The idea
attitude.
that he's just been in a voice.
He's in a booth
in
and
a
they're
voice
like,
booth for like 2 hours,
Yeah.
I reckon
and
they're
they've
literally
showed
just playing
him some
your
gameplay.
footage, and
Yeah.
he's just like, why would you give me a flashlight? What am I supposed to do with this?
Oh, what are you doing? Oh, you've just fallen down? Oh, nice one. We're never going to get out of here alive.
amazing.
That's exactly what they did.
Yeah.
They just like
Yeah.
pull up someone's like
100%.
Twitch stream or something, I
Yeah.
reckon. He's just watching.
Commentate.
Yeah.
We'll go on
great.
lunch. You just go
Yeah,
for
yeah,
it.
just mic him up and let him run around.
That's very cool. Yeah, it just keeps kicking goals, that game, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
always in like really
Has a
positively
little bit of
received.
and has like a cool competitive scene
Oh,
as
yeah.
well.
People who are
But,
good at it, like Coastal's very good at it.
Yeah.
Actually, Coastal plays a lot of Dead by Daylight. I played with Coastal
And it's
when
very
he was streaming the
watchable
other night.
as
Yeah.
well. That's the other cool thing.
He put up
like,
with me being like, so, where are the... my favorite thing that I do in this
What
game
am I
is
meant
that...
to do with this
What am I
torch?
meant to do? I shine it in their eyes. My favorite thing is when someone's fixing a generator and I'm like, hey guys, I'll help. And then I immediately miss the first quick time. And I'm like, oh, sorry, missed that first one, but I'll get the
I'll
next
get it,
one
I'll
and
get
then
it.
we'll get it heaps quick together. Like, ding!
You know what? I'm good. Oh, wait.
I'll stop helping.
I always liken it to Sims, but for people in the horror genre.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
just
yeah.
like you always are going to find enjoyment out of it. There's so much replayability and there's just consistent expansions coming out. Like, it's so good.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I liking it.
When's the pets coming out for Dead by Daylight?
Also,
Oh, yeah.
I know we're going to move on. Just quickly, like, there's been more of the horror enemies patched in than probably survivors, I would have thought, because you said Stranger Things, Nick Cage, but there haven't been, from what I've seen, that many of the survivors as DLC.
No, I guess you need to. Well, the Nick Cage one is kind of more of an experiment of what you can do in the survivor genre, because the survivors tend to just have perks, but you don't get to see a lot of their personality really.
Yeah.
Whereas the killers, it's like they play really differently from each other, and they have a really different impact on the survivors when they're in the game. Like there's ones that move really fast and have very terrifying ways of approaching you.
Slow, clunky.
Yeah.
I just think it's cool that they've opened up the survivors, so maybe there's potential for even weirder and interesting bolt-ons to the game.
Hard to top Nick Cage, but
That's true.
I'm excited to see what they come up with next.
true,
If this is a path they're going down for sure.
It's such a good game.
Who would you imagine to see in Dead by Daylight?
As a
Like celebrity cameo.
I want Courtney Cox, but I'm a big Scream fan.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Courtney Cox would be good.
Or Jenna Ortega, because she's the new Lifeline, like the final
you
girl.
do all the guys from Cabin in the Woods, like Hemsworth and all of those ones. I just really like that
I'd love
film.
to see like Nicki Minaj as Nicki Minaj.
Ariana Grande. Let's take a Fortnite
Fortnite
round.
way.
Let's go.
Like just
I
like
wanna
Nicki,
see- we're talking
can you imagine Nicki Minaj doing like like in the middle of the
her trying to get like in the locker or something like that as well.
like all like her weird like voices that she does and stuff. Like I feel like it should just go more down that route.
That would be kind of
I want to see Eric Roberts as a cop.
Who's
Survivor.
Eric Roberts?
Eric Roberts is in every B film. We saw him earlier today. What were we watching? He was in a film. He was in a music video. He was in a Rihanna music video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
randomly in it.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Eric Roberts. You'll recognize his face. Raptor. Watch it. Great film. Nat, what have you been playing?
Well, I went a very different route to you guys. You guys are all talking about games that you can play with friends, have a lot of fun. And I was like, I'll give you a solo game that you can have fun by yourself. I work on some wacky hours, sometimes for esports. So I found this very nice, calming, relaxing solo game. It is called Dorfromantik. It's sort of a little bit of a spin on a board game. And it starts off, you get a singular tile in the middle. And it's got 6 sides on it. And each side will have a different habitat. So it'll either be nothing, it'll be like a wheat field, forest, or houses.
Is this Catan?
Kind of, but not really. Like when you look at a Catan board, that's what you might expect. But what you have to do is you have to align like a forest with a forest. You can't always align them exactly, but if you get matching edges together, you get bonus points. And when you get more points, you end up adding more tiles into your stack. And it could potentially be a never-ending game if you end up hitting your tiles perfectly.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
You played,
I played it on PC. I talked about it on the show last year.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, but it's so satisfying, isn't it?
It's so good.
It's just beautiful.
So see how this one's being built and there was like that one tile in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you might pull a tile from the pile and it fits perfectly in and all the edges match. And you were just like,
Just
I am a
instant
prophet.
serotonin,
I am
you're
a
like,
prophet.
I am a
knew
god
I
of
would pull the right
tiles."
tile.
Yeah.
There's a lot of fun. And then you get your waterways as well, but you can only
I
attach
have played something like this.
on waterways. So if you get a tile that doesn't have water on it, you can't just immediately
you can't
put it on
stop
there.
the
Yeah,
river there.
yeah,
And the
yeah.
same with the rail. My goodness, the rail is so unbelievably difficult
It's
to
tricky.
work around. But you'll see there's like these little banners or these little flags above some of the tiles or some of the habitats. So the rail one that we can see in front of us says +3. So it wants you to connect 3 more rails onto it. You'll complete a quest and then you'll get more tiles in your thing. And the whole point is to just try and get a high score. There's quick play where you get a limited number of turns and you just try and make your highest point system. But yeah.
I just watched the boats. I would just zoom in on the boats and just watch
Going
them.
around.
I like that there is game to this, that there is goals, objectives, and stuff. Because there's been a lot of games in the last couple of years that have been like wonderful aesthetic, beautiful art style, lovely sort of meditative qualities to them. And some of them are just kind of like, there's no real point. I think you played one that was like a house builder on water. I played one which was kind of a recycling game. But it's like when there is still... It's nice to marry that meditative relaxingness with just enough of a goal. Mini Metro was probably got a little too intense, whereas this
that
looks
one
like
looks so intense.
yeah. Whereas this feels like there is
beautiful.
this kind of like you could just sit back. There's no time limit. I'm
Josh, can you
assuming.
just chuck it in
It's super.
full screen?
I'll overlay it because you can't see the tile
Yeah.
pile.
Yeah, I was going to
Oh,
say,
I
we
see,
are
right.
covering. So this is the tile stack. So it tells you how many tiles you have. And when you complete it, that's...
I want it in
And
real
you get
life.
more tiles when you complete objectives. So
Yep.
theoretically, you could go for close to forever if you're knocking off objectives really quickly
Sure,
and
yeah.
being really efficient with your setups as well, because the challenges get bigger and bigger, and it's like you need 180 trees.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh fuck, I'm building a whole forest now.
And sometimes like you might get a tile and it's all forest right on all 6 edges and you're like, this is fantastic, and you want to connect it, but then it gives you too many trees, and so you can't go over some of the quest limits as well. So some of them are very specific numbers.
Yeah,
And there's
you have
nowhere to
hit it.
burn tiles?
No, you have to place it down.
place it.
And you get an
God.
undo button, but you can only ever undo one tile.
Sure,
You can only go
yeah.
back once.
To kind of
So-
account for like, oh, I misclicked or something
How
like
much
that.
does this then, as I said, it being a relaxing, lovely game, break your brain when you're like, I want it to be perfect? That like semi-OCD, like this tile has to go in the
Yeah,
right spot
that-
and I
You
can't
lose
put
it
it there.
That's how they get you.
I
for
must
sure.
clear the game.
I get
must.
analysis paralysis too,
Yes,
where I'm
yeah,
looking
that's
at it
it.
and I'm just like, oh, I could put it here because it aligns perfect with like the open field and the house. But then if I put it here, then I can continue on the house train. And I'm just like,
For me, it was always the rails. I was like,
Yeah.
now I got a rail going fucking nowhere.
like, you'll have like this beautiful town and this forest, and then all of a sudden you'll zoom
Turn it
out
all
and
down.
like the train's just going nowhere. I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, see ya, bye.
Can I
Not
ask,
dealing
does
with
it
that.
have good sound design? I find with games like this, the kind of clicky,
Oh, yes.
connecty, sound designy stuff is like 50% of the enjoyment for me. If it goes click and just like,
New pile of tiles.
Listen to these pups. Listen to these
Yeah.
pups.
ooh,
Nice little
oh, and
soft-
on the bird
Where are you going
noises.
to put it? Oh, you can't put that
Bit
anywhere.
of soft piano. Oh, they've gone.
Well, they're struggling. They've got it.
Yeah, I
They've
was
got
gonna say
themselves in an awkward situation here with that.
Put it down. Put. Yeah. Yeah.
No,
Oh,
we
no.
don't. Yeah, you wouldn't put it there. Maybe there.
Yeah.
Nah,
But can they not connect it to the river? Oh no, because the river's
Yeah.
curling back.
that might work.
What a stream Twitch game.
That might work.
Watch. Taking all the relaxation out of the game. Put it down.
Oh my god, I can feel this person's anxiety like building.
Do
Go
it.
for
Do it.
You said do it when the sound happened.
Oh, sorry.
So, this is crazy. This is what you have to like toss up. It's this beautiful pop, and when you get a perfect tile, like I said, when all 6 of your edges match up, where
Yep.
you get, it happens.
It goes combo.
It's a nicer, like more extravagant pop over that, almost like a ding, and it's just so fulfilling.
Extravagant pop, much more like a ding.
Yeah.
I wonder how many pop noises they went through before they settled on that one.
It's just Nick Cage in a booth.
Oh man, I'm
lovely.
definitely gonna play this.
Yeah,
I love
so
this.
you get 10 points for each side that matches, and then an extra 60 when it's perfect.
Yeah,
This is a
okay.
great second monitor game. You know,
It is.
Yeah,
Is there a
'cause
time
there's no
limit?
time limit.
No. When I played it, I once did so well. This is I'm going to toot my own horn here. I did so well in a game, I had to pause it and resume it on 3 separate occasions because I was doing
You're like,
so well.
I'm so
or
far
like
in.
you can't shut down. Like you got
Yeah.
like this needs to
Just
keep
tiles
going.
keep stacking
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, like there were just so many tiles. I think like that one game for me ended up going for like 2.5 hours.
And
or
you're
something
like,
that.
you're building up beyond the screen here. Like this person.
Like, you have to zoom out, yeah.
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 Oh, I love this little windmill.
Very good.
Little
do
windmill.
you break out into like
Song?
I was gonna say different terrains, but now I'm looking at it. There's like different.
This
So-
train
It's
goes
seasonal, yeah.
nowhere.
There's also these extra goals. So you have like the quest of building your forests or your towns or whatever. But right underneath where you see the back pocket logo, there's 3 circles, and each
Yep.
one's a different objective. So it could be like adding a certain amount of forest tiles on your board. And when you do, you unlock this new biome. So with the wheat fields, they will turn into lavender farms. Your houses will
Bit of a
start
downgrade,
turning.
really. One provides food, the other one is just for potpourri.
And one's just pretty.
Yeah.
And then I think your towns start upgrading into more things. You'll get like different color schematics as well throughout each
lovely.
area. It's a lot of fun. And then you have these what feels like a Trump tile almost, where it will turn your river into a railway. So
What'd you call it?
Trump.
A Trump card.
So it's Trump tile. I just imagined a large tower.
Oh,
just
no,
lands in the middle.
Like,
It's
it's
I've
like the
ruined
best,
it.
like the number 1 tile on it. You can put it down and you can connect like a tile and a river and a train track. really
Not
cool.
on mobile though. I take it.
It is coming to mobile,
Okay.
I believe, but it's only on PC and Switch at the moment.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's I think it's only $20. I want to say $19 or something like that on Steam.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
Around
this.
that.
Yeah, it's definitely, you're totally right. It's one of those like chill core games, but it has an objective
Still
that
game
gives you
there,
a
yeah.
drive.
Yeah. And it's great to have a game like that running when you're sort of like in between other things, because if the sound design is good and the music is really like peaceful,
beautiful.
it kind of just exists in the back of your mind at all times while you're like,
You can turn
Going about
Spotify
your
off
day.
and just let it go.
yeah. Yeah.
It's
Awesome.
good if you ever want to like play a co-op game and your friends are taking too long to get on.
Yep.
Just load it up. You can close it at any time.
Yeah.
It's really good for that.
Good call.
Very nice.
Gussie, what have you been playing? Something as sweet and cute?
It's pretty, I guess. I got my hands on the closed beta of the Crew Motorfest, which is the next game in the Crew series. And it had a closed beta. It's had a preview out a few months ago, and then there was a closed beta for a couple of weeks that just finished on Monday. And yeah, I jumped into this. It's an open world racer. There was the Crew 1 and 2, which were using the map of America, kind of like a facsimile shrunken down version of America in an open world racer. This is all set in Hawaii, all set on the island of Oahu, and it has drawn strong comparisons, obviously, to the Forza Horizon series, because it is all wrapped up in a big festival and a party atmosphere. And I didn't play much of the Crew. I only really played it through doing Ubisoft streams, and enjoyed what I played, but found it not as colourful and found it a little soulless compared to Forza Horizon, a series I love. Big fan of Forza Horizon 3, the one in Australia, and didn't play much of the most recent one, 5 in Mexico. But one game I did play a lot of back in the day was Test Drive Unlimited. This is my footage, so it's a little janky. Apologies. Playing this on PC. I played Test Drive Unlimited, which was, again, an open world racer on the Xbox 360 that was all set on the map of Hawaii. That was kind of a one-for-one of Hawaii, so it was huge. And that was developed by Eden Games, and Eden Games spun off, and a lot of the developers started a development studio, Ivory Towers, who make this game. So they have already essentially made an open world Hawaii racer. And in that sense, it is like they know what they're doing, because I really, really enjoyed my time with this. Not only am I just enjoying what is the onboarding here, which is essentially teaching you all the modes that you're going to experience. There's a little bit of the pretentious partiness at the start. You arrive on helicopter. There's a voiceover going, "You are here to have a festival of racing, and we're going to have you pretty hard out there." And like,
I mean,
You're going to have more followers by the end of the week than you could
it's
ever...
not quite that.
if
They haven't
somebody
gone
if
hard
somebody
on the-
asked me to come up with a premise for a game like this, I don't know where I would go, and I
Totally.
feel like I would throw out a bunch of ideas that would ultimately end up as it's a festival
It's a big
where
car
on an
festival.
island where
Yeah.
everyone can drive whatever car they want
Yeah.
and have a party.
Rules don't apply.
I mean, if you want good music and you want cool, colourful things dotted around the track, it's the best way to do it. And again, here's something I really enjoyed, is that they let you go through a bunch of the disciplines in the opening half an hour by basically just teleporting you into one quick hot lap in each car in each discipline. So there was off-road, there's like Japan-style drift racing, there's this, which is more closer to sort of Formula Motorsports with...
Japan style.
Sorry, they call it... it's called the playlist is called like...
it is themed in
It's all
in
dressed up
Tokyo,
as
yeah.
Japan drift night racing, even though it's all still set on the island. And all of these take place as playlists, because once the open world does open up to you, there is a hub in the middle with cool music and all that kind of stuff. But one thing that happens to me in these games is I get way too many icons in your Forzas and stuff of like, oh, there's just so much shit peppered around
Sure,
everywhere.
yeah.
And what I appreciated here, even though the closed beta only had a couple of these playlists, is the game isolates you into a class of races that you're going to do. So you might pick, vintage cars, and you'll pick that playlist, and it'll go, here's 4 races that you can go to, and we're just going to take you from one to the next with a couple of side missions. And when you're done with that, you'll do a big race at the end, and then you can switch to a different playlist. So
Nice.
it doesn't do the thing where it cumulatively fills a map until you go, fucking hell, there's just too much to take on.
The alternative being a Forza style thing where you do one drag race and then it goes, here's 8 more drag races.
Yeah,
and then
it
you
goes,
do
now
one
do a-
more, you do a speed trap, and it's like, there's 24 speed traps in this
Yeah.
area. And suddenly the map is like,
Yeah. And I feel
Yeah.
like this still could, I think you can still see all the icons, but the way it was opening up to me slowly at the start, and Josh, if you wouldn't mind skipping a little bit further ahead to some of the open world stuff, I really enjoy
Perfect.
Nice.
the first thing that happens is, I was going to talk about the handling and how I really like that it's a mix of arcade and realism. The
No
first
roof
thing...
as well.
That looked like that was an attitude turn.
You
It's
can
just
even roll back a second there, Josh. The first thing when you load up, it has the M done as a loop-the-loop. I was like, oh, hell yeah, I'm going to stop at the top of that. So there's some wacky Hot Wheels kind of stuff around, and then I was like, well, let's see what happens when you hit the brakes at the top of the loop.
perfect.
I'm not into races for the sort of sim style, the tuning, but that is all there.
Yeah.
I do like that this feels like a nice mix between arcadey boost.
Yeah.
There's nitro, there's drifting, there's rewind, but I think the sound of the cars sounds fantastic. There is a weighty grippiness to them, thank you Josh, that does feel like you're in control of, or you're trying to keep these things under control. And so yeah, I really think it's the right middle ground for me and for what I like in these kind of races. And yeah, just the amount of polish that's gone into the different playlist, the kind of like video packages that play when you pick like sports cars. It's like all this cool speed racing footage and cool music, and it's just, they've themed everything really nicely.
It looks really fun. Like, even just that opening, like, that felt more Forza Horizon-y just watching it.
Yeah.
The terrain looked really cool to kind of drive through and stuff. Is there a lot of that off-roady stuff
I
in
want
it?
to check out more of that. There is, because it is the Crew, there is motorbikes, there are planes, and there are boats, but none of that was open in this closed beta. So you might have seen before, I had that thing where you can hot swap into a boat or a plane, which I want to know how that makes the exploring the world or exploring the island a lot quicker, because that was a thing you have to do. You're like, I want to do this race over there. It's 12 kilometers away. Like, all right, put the radio station on and off we go.
Yeah.
Maybe flying over there in a plane makes that a little quicker.
Particularly if, this is pretty arcadey racing, and if the planes and boats feel as fun, they're designed to be fun as opposed to sim.
Realistic boat racing, no one wants that.
Then that's such a good little package, because it's a thing that Forza is never committed to doing. It's highly unlikely Turn 10 are going to pivot into anything other than being a car game.
Yeah, exactly. And again, I think it's nice that they've shrunk down the map into something a little more self-contained. Again, if you wouldn't mind, Josh, just closer to the end of this, when I'm just like cruising around in just exploring the island. I don't know, the whole of America, even though it is a shrunk version of it, never felt like something I was keen to drive around. It was like go to a landmark
Washington
and then
Monument, who
sit
cares?
on freeways.
Yeah.
And you would drive between Florida and Washington, and yes, you could do it in 10 minutes, but you'd just be on a highway, just zooming.
May as well
in.
just do Truck Simulator while you're at it.
Exactly. So the Hawaii's perfect. It's undulating. There's all these little
Undulating.
hills.
Yeah, no, good
Oh,
word.
okay. Thank you. It's got roads. I ran out of my good words. It's got roads.
It's undulating and it has roads.
It's undulating, it's got roads, and the weather is tropical, so you get shiny, slick roads. You get like rainy night times. You drive into the hub zone at night, and there's like, you can feel the humidity. There's like lights and like dance music pumping through the jungle.
Steam.
And you can see it all like catching in the mist. It's cool.
Like a Bushdorf happening.
It was like a bush doof. You drove into it. And the last thing I'll say, the music choices that I've heard so far on the radio are fucking fantastic. There is like Rock Around the Clock when you get into vintage cars. There's like Nancy Sinatra, Boots Are Made for Walking. Just songs that you're like, this is cool. And then some like...
I mean, you laugh, but something you haven't mentioned, and I saw when we did the Ubisoft stream, was that it gives when you jump into those playlists, it puts a filter on the game as well.
Yes.
So when you jump into the 50s version, it draws the saturation back and puts like a nice warm tone to everything, and it's like...
Feels a bit 1950s.
Yeah, you're
kind
driving
of.
a Chevy.
Yeah.
I don't know how many of them are there, but some of the missions or like races that you do feel really tailored in a creative sense. That one of them was literally, you're in an old vintage car, so you don't have GPS, so you're doing turn-by-turn driving based on billboards. So it's like when you see the billboard of Honolulu, turn left, and you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
And so there's like things that aren't traditional races that are just kind of like exploration challenges, and hopefully there's more fun ones of those, because yeah, I really like this. And again, I never really thought The Crew was a series I was going to get that into, but I really like...
If you're driving in a 90s sedan, do you just pull out a street directory and just have to go through...
that, but do you turn the map?
And then you want to go to the smaller inset of it, so then you have to go back to page 90.
2, map 59.
Yeah.
If you do slow down and drive slowly, you put your arm out on the side like that.
That's
in the first person
nice.
view.
Yeah.
So when
Small
it was a small detail,
Yeah.
but I pulled up at the festival, it was like, and just put my arm out, and I'm like, I'm so cool.
Gonna rock around the clock tonight. We're gonna rock. The kids are like, the fuck is
I
going
actually do not drive at like 90 kilometers an hour through the bush to that song or through the jungle. It's so good. Like commercial music in any race, it just makes it feel so fun.
It totally
Yeah.
does. Crew is an interesting series because it's always been positively reviewed, but it is just has no mass appeal.
Yeah.
The people that love it really love it, but it's just not really been a broad game. But I feel like this
It was
one has
also
an
ambitious,
opportunity.
the first one. It was like multi-vehicles, huge map, always online, persistent world. I don't think it ever nailed that. what it was going for. Whereas I think condensing it to a cool island
Yep.
and like giving it a heap of style is a really cool way to do it. So
Playful.
yeah,
Yeah.
keen to play more of it.
There you go. So that was the Crew Motorfest, which is coming
Next month.
in a month or something, isn't it?
Maybe early September, late August.
Yeah, not too far away.
No.
Dead by Daylight, Nicolas Cage, Dorfromantik.
Yes.
And I was playing Remnant II. And we'll have more fun stuff coming up after this ad break.
Better be fun.
Come on, boys, take it outside. As a young mother of 2 hairy boys, I know how hard it can be to find a lunchbox filler that doesn't make your children hate you. That's why I'm gonna let you in on my little secret. HoneyBunBun frosted bars. Each HoneyBunBun frosted honey bar is somewhat similar to eating a fruit or a vegetable if you take into account that both are edible objects that can be consumed. The HoneyBunBun bar also comes in shiny, eye-catching plastic packaging, so there's no chance you'll forget to feed your hungry, hungry boys. Don't forget about your boys. Not like last time. Not like last time. Last time. Dougie, honey, bees. Bzzz. Dougie, where's my Dougie? Dougie?
Mummy,
Dougie, where are you?
Mummy.
Timmy, darling, what is it? Where's your brother? Where's Dougie? Darling, where's Dougie? What's going on?
Damn it, Louise, look what you've done. You brought up Doug in front of him.
What do you mean?
Oh, don't pull this shit on me again, Louise. The hell is this?
It's a HoneyBunBun bar for my sweet little baby honey boy.
Is this some kind of sick joke, Louise? Don't you remember the day at the Hive?
Wait, please. What happened? Where's my dog? Where's my hairy little honey boy? HoneyBunBun frosted bars, loved by sweet hairy honey boys and their guilt-ridden mothers. It's so hard to fucking open. HoneyBunBun frosted bars are not real and they won't bring Dougie back. Dougie's with the bees now.
Hey, I'm Ken. Usually I just do beach, but today I do build too. Here's my Barbie-inspired Lego 2K Drive builds. This is Barbie's pink Corvette. It's a pretty easy build, but the most important part is that it's pink. Because Barbie likes pink, so I like pink. It also goes super fast. Wow. On the way out of Barbie Land, you will need a boat, so I made boat. It's got all the boat things, like that thing and this thing and that little flag. You go, little guy. This is my Hummer. It's big and cool and also goes super fast. But it's not as fast or as cool as horses. Nothing's as cool as horses. They are sublime!
We've all died in a car at some point.
It also helps if you don't actively drive into a storm when you're in the car.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
How's this
like
work?
Bmac did once. You drove us into a storm. The entire team into the storm. Because you thought that's the direction we wanted to go. Why would we want to go into the storm?
I mean, in his defense, we did end up surviving.
I mean, that is true. Did you in fact actually win that round?
I think we did.
bees now.
That was amazing. Oh my goodness.
I felt every single emotion possible, I think, that a human can in the span of 2 minutes.
It's just so funny because we were talking about.
Bless you. Same.
She doesn't like it.
She just isn't. When she gets turned on her back, she swallows a bit of saliva, and she always has a little moment.
That might be next week's
also,
noise, I think.
When she drinks water too fast, she'll drink a big drink of water and then she'll go.
She'll spew it up. It's not too much.
They're wonderful creatures.
See you, Scotty.
No surprises there. That was the first commercial written by Ruby.
Oh, it was, yes. And we had words from Mel, Hine, and Bmac, and of course the ad for HoneyBunBun. You also saw, I think, the best thing that we've ever put in our socials, which is Will doing another Lego build and the Barbie builds.
The Barbie,
the voice, the cat. He became Ken. He was Knuff.
He was Ken. He was Timmy as well. It was a whole range of actors this evening.
We saw the
next
many...
Nicolas Cage, everyone! Thank you so much, Will.
The double-sided coin that is William.
He just keeps moving around. Every time we go back to Josh,
yeah.
I like to picture that he's just like teleported around the room. Jesus Christ!
So did she have 2 sons and one of them died in a horrific...
Dougie's with the bees. That's all
Dougie's
we really
with the
know.
bees.
That's
Yeah,
all we know.
okay.
Timmy's still in the
and
house.
bees.
Yeah.
Dougie we saw at the start of the commercial, but maybe there was a flashback. Maybe Dougie ever
We
exist?
shot it.
Oh,
we shot a bit
right.
where, there we are, on our knees.
That's right.
Maybe
There's
he
Dougie. There's
starved
Dougie.
to death because they were so
we're
hard
on
to
pillows
fucking open.
on our knees going up the hallway because it's actually very hard to run on your knees, we discovered.
I can imagine.
So, yeah, this is a Ruby special that went really left. We were like, let's make HoneyBunBun bars. And she's like, I'm going to go a little further with it.
That's amazing. I love it. Yeah, it reminds me of the Gardenscapes ads where you just don't even know what's coming next. And you're like, wait, what is happening?
Wait, Grandma murdered Granddad? And his body's in the backyard?
It's full lore here.
Maybe the bee farm is on their backyard. And that's where Dougie is.
Or maybe the bee farm doesn't exist and never did.
Well, I just had the wildest deja vu.
And no one's ever... Wait, does it happen? Jesus.
Yeah.
And no one's really touched on the best performance, Peter's bald cap.
Yeah.
With the
You
little,
were wearing a bald cap?
with the little flap that sticks up.
I thought you shaved your head for this.
That still
Hang
is
on,
just
the favorite whip shot here is
it's just
this
like
whip shot is so.
that's the still that deserves to be on the back of the box art.
The 1,000-yard stare is one of the best
If you
I've
ever
ever
go
seen.
missing, that is the photo we will use to find you.
There it is.
Oh, but you had a classic glasses removal moment.
Yeah.
I
was
went
good.
for it. Gus was directing on the day.
I directed that.
He wouldn't let
Beautiful.
me. He wouldn't let. Well, I made the decision for the glasses.
I
That
let
wasn't
my
directed.
actors
That wasn't
think it's their
directed.
idea
However,
on the day.
I was just trying to play some Red Gum to get us in the mood.
Oh my
and Gus was
God.
like, turn that shit off.
Peter was like, let's play music while we
Mum
do
and
this. I was
Dad
like,
and Denny's.
why? You got he had to do something
It's a mood.
silly, and so he got embarrassed, and so he started being silly on set. He's like playing music.
I wasn't
and
being silly. It was my. That's how I get into character.
I'm finished.
So I get into
He was
character.
being silly. He was joshing around. He was embarrassed about the ball cap. The second it went action, consummate professional.
Only because of Red Gum. Thank you, Red Gum, for that. Sponsored by Red Gum.
What's
and
Red
the
Gum?
director. We're gonna play some Pete's Party.
Yeah.
Surprise, Joshua.
Pete's party, yeah. It's Pete's party time.
Peter.
A chance for us all to josh around.
There it is.
All right.
Josh around.
Joshing around is the new segment.
That better. We're gonna make that. That's gonna be a thing.
Oh.
Joshing around. You gotta make him a new song, Peter.
I will write a joshing around. I will write a joshing around song for sure. Joshing, yeah.
Thanks for the invite, Pete. I'm excited to come to your party.
Yeah, you weren't invited, were you? You weren't on.
No, I wasn't on there.
You didn't make it.
I got lost on the intercom.
That's a shame. You can do the applause thing though. Can we bring up the applause?
Oh yeah, she's in the applause.
Yeah.
There you are. Down the bottom right.
You can clap.
Yeah.
You can clap
look
for
at
us.
Scotty there with a little cable.
So cute. Very nice. Hang on. Is that light? That was light. We're gonna play a fan favorite.
See the headphones. You know what that means?
What the fuck did you just say to me?
What the fuck did you just say to me? What the fuck did you say to me? It's just so much.
What the fuck did you just say to me?
What did you say to me? What the fuck did you just say to me? What the fuck did you just say to me?
Dun, dun, dun.
Talking about acting range.
I know.
All the emotions there.
Yeah.
Confused? Angry?
I love that we see the end.
all
And
of
end of
happy.
the
What
take as
the
well.
fuck did you just say to me?
All of which could be wonderfully showcased in Stephanie's film.
Hey, we basically made a thing that people were like, is this Steph's film? The commercial?
But it wasn't.
But it wasn't.
It wasn't.
I'll let you direct
but
the
it could
next
be. What the fuck did you just say to me is sponsored by MiddleCee.
Ooh. Oh, nice.
Well
I was like, what are you
done.
doing?
Timed it there.
And for MiddleCee, I'm going to read some lyrics from a song written in the key of C major.
Are you
Fuck you,
pitch
Musifier.
perfect?
I'm not going to sing them.
He's going
But
to
you
read
talk.
them. That's
I will
the-
talk in C.
We can't.
Someone give me
we're
a
not allowed
C.
to hear the melodies. We have to guess the song.
Muso, was that a C?
It's close enough. Muso can pitch that registered that. It's got, I call it a nervous C.
C?
No.
A nervous
That's a C.
Is that a C? That was a tone.
Censored.
It was something.
That
It was
might
time.
have, that might have been an octave
It
higher.
was an A. I'm going to read the lyrics from the song. You're going to tell me what it is. You can buzz in whenever. You don't even have to buzz.
The bees.
Here come the lyrics. We could live for 1,000 years, but if I hurt you, I'd make wine from your tears.
Oh,
I told you that we could fly.
We could be heroes.
No, because we all have wings.
Damn it.
But some of us don't know why. Oh, yeah.
I love music.
Will's
first
got
ones
it.
again. First ones again.
Oh,
You got it? What have you got?
First. No, first. First.
Will's got it.
I know. I don't want to. First. What were the first lines again?
We could live for 1,000 years, but if I hurt you, I'd make wine from your tears. I
But
told you.
nothing could keep
in
us
excess?
together.
It's in excess.
We could steal time. Isn't that the
You know,
same song?
I thought
make
Neopets would show a
wine.
generational difference, and yet
told
somehow
you.
it's this song.
Yep.
If we could fly,
Yep.
some us know why.
Yep.
Oh, it was in an ad. It was an NRMA
It was
ad.
in an NRMA ad. Yeah. The song is the
worlds
NRMA song.
colliding.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got
And
it.
they could never tear us apart.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah.
There you go. Never tear us apart by
NRMA.
NXS. And by the NRMA.
Nice.
Sorry, Will. I was like so close. It was
doing
killing
tongue.
me.
He was so close.
frontal
Songs
lobe.
only exist to me if they've been in an
The
ad.
chorus is kind of in C major, according to Musify. So there you go.
That's a saxophone.
Yeah,
Sorry.
that's a sax solo. That's a sax solo. So what the fuck did you just say to me? Welcome to the couch. You've never played What the fuck did you
I've
say
not,
to me?
no.
This is a game where you're going to show off your lip reading prowess. In order to obscure your hearing, you're going to be wearing these headphones. And Rock DJ by Robbie Williams is going to be pumping hard.
It's the heart. Like, this is a good game. I'm really happy we're playing it. But my brain remembered that it was
That is what
I
it
need
is
to
supposed to
listen
do.
to Rock DJ, and that just
That's
pushed
the
me
ex-
over the edge. I
That's
was
the
like,
exciting part.
oh, could I listen to In Excess?
No,
No, we've done this before.
We've
toyed with this
contemplated
before.
other songs. It can never ever change.
And the reason that it landed on that was like I tried a couple of songs and I was setting it up and I was like,
Comes in strong.
Rock DJ comes in hard
Yeah.
and stays up the whole time. There's no downbeat where you
lull.
could maybe hear something
Sure.
in the quiet moment. It's just
That makes sense.
The waveform is like this the whole time.
to move your body. Yep. So each contestant gets 2 minutes. Oh, do we have the clock in? Yeah. Awesome. I
wouldn't mind that new
It's
Barbie
got 2
Dua
minute
Lipa
because we
song.
didn't test this in text. So you're gonna get 2 minutes. I'm gonna read.
I did
I
test
could do
it,
that
Chad.
little dance.
I
you did.
tested it.
He does it. I wasn't here for that.
did see that.
I have a thing that
I was
do.
laying on the couch and he was like, "Can you see that?" And I'm like, "No." He's like, "Can you see this?" I'm like, "Yes."
Amazing.
helped.
It all
called
works.
Sad
Please
Girl
shut up,
Dua
Robbie.
Lipa dancing.
So is it just only
Where when I'm really
you're gonna
depressed,
say it?
Correct.
I put
Yeah.
on
So
Dua
everyone's
Lipa
gonna get
in
a
my
turn.
kitchen,
Everyone's gonna get 2
and I
minutes.
just like
they need to
sad
guess as
dance
many
to
as
it
they
until I'm
can.
happy
Yeah.
again.
There's another conversation happening over there.
We're talking
we
about,
don't
I'd like
change
to
who's
I'd
saying
like
it?
Dua Lipa, the Barbie
You're
song.
requesting songs now.
Yeah, sorry, DJ doesn't take requests. Denied. Yeah, it's really
It's Rock
busy. It's a
DJ.
really
Rock
busy
DJ and that's
student
it.
Thursday night, not
All right.
taking
It is Rock
Right.
DJ. I'm gonna read out from a theme here, and the theme is just the most iconic video game characters of all time.
Oh, characters, not.
We've done game titles in the past. Game titles work really well because they're like
long.
long. I've tried to pick some long names. There are some shorter ones though as well. There are short game titles. But you'll recognize 99% of these. People will know where they're from.
I like those odds.
But the challenge will be obviously that you can't hear us. You're going to be lip reading.
Yeah.
I'll get Gus to go first.
You right over there, Scotty?
a spit take burp. Like,
Gus is a bit of a master of the craft.
there's no skill to this. This is my brain.
That's why you're so good at it.
I know. It's like my brain just.
You have to
sees
turn
things.
your brain off from trying to solve
even
the
have it turned
puzzle
on.
I don't know
and
if I can do that.
just
Now-
go
I
by
might-
feel.
Can I
So-
do like a warm-up one with mine?
That's a good.
We can do some warm up for
Good
sure.
look with the hair. Vavoom.
Ba-voom, indeed.
Ba-voom.
I'm gonna hit play on the song once we've confirmed that it's working. We'll start the timer.
You look like you could be a rakish
Honey,
villain. That,
you look like you could.
Boom, 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 boom. Okay. You can't hear me at all, can you guys?
Can't he?
Yeah, perfect. Okay. I mean that answer.
You said what?
That answer.
Can I get like a? Wait, have we started? What'd he say? What'd he say? The
The ti-
best director ever.
Your time
My time
starts now. No, in 3.
Time to move your body. Sorry.
Spyro.
Poirot.
Spyro. Spyro, that's one.
Spyro.
Happy mask salesman.
A Cabbage Patch Baby.
Happy mask salesman.
Oh.
Happy mask salesman.
Abby from Bioshock.
Happy.
Abby.
Happy.
Baby.
Happy.
Maybe.
Happy.
Happy.
Mask. Salesman.
Happy South Park. What?
Mask salesman.
You do it.
Happy
Happy.
mask.
Happy Mark. Happy March.
Mask.
March.
Mask. Sales.
Happy Macho.
Mask.
Mask. Sales.
Harry Potter.
Happy.
Moving on.
Skip.
Okay.
Nathan Drake.
Something the Dragon.
Nathan Drake.
Leather the Dragon.
Nathan Drake.
Nathan Drake.
It's the good bit of the song. Rock the mic. Okay, now go.
Nathan Drake. Nathan Drake?
Nathan Drake.
Nathan
Something the Dragon.
Drake.
Nathan Drake.
Drake.
Next.
This is
Drake.
harder.
Deckard Kane.
That's so good.
Deckard Kane. Deckard.
Sakar.
Deck.
Sitar.
Odd.
Sakar Stan.
Deckard Kane. Deckard Kane.
Next, this is really hard.
Gordon Freeman.
George the Flippin.
Gordon Freeman.
George Freeman. Gordon Freeman.
Gordon Freeman.
I know how to do.
Mumbo Jumbo.
Baboa Samoa.
Pretty good. Mumbo Jumbo.
Papa.
Mumbo.
Push push push.
Mumbo.
Mumbo.
Mum.
Pup.
Mum.
Mumbo.
Mumbo Jumbo.
Mumbo jumbo.
Mumbo
Mumbo Jumbo.
Jumbo.
Bubba Shrimpo.
Bubba Shrimpo. It wasn't Bubba Shrimpo.
Mumbo jumbo.
So you got
Samoa.
you got Spyro and Gordon Freeman. You missed
that's so
you missed
hard.
Happy
Yeah.
Mask Salesman.
Oh fuck! I was thinking. Okay.
You missed Nathan Drake.
Nathan Drake.
That was when you
The
thought it was
dragon.
dragon.
You were dragging very
Drake.
quickly, yeah.
Some, it's that thing we worked out. Some words just completely don't look like how they sound.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
make a completely different shape.
Lip
Are we only
reading
doing one
is
round
a
of this
skill
by
for
the-
sure.
by the
Deckard
way?
Kane. We can have two goes each.
It depends, yeah.
I'm just seeing like how much pressure I put myself under, you know?
Yeah.
Zero pressure.
Yeah, and then you missed Deckard Kane, which is a bit upsetting.
Deckard
Yeah.
Yeah,
Kane.
especially because it's hard because you over enunciate to make it easier to understand the vowels, but you don't say Deckard, you say Deckard.
You say, yeah, your mouth doesn't move.
Oh,
when you
I
say
always,
it.
I always.
But then if
We
you do it
pronunciate
too
it as
fast, then
Deckard
it's
Kane,
like,
yeah.
Deck hard.
That's like an Australian
Deckard.
thing. We
Yeah,
talk so
yeah.
fast and it just like
Deckard.
smushes. And
But it's like what makes it harder for you, like changing the sound of the word or like.
What
yeah,
if we
it's
tried
hard.
doing it in American accents? Maybe
Ooh,
then you
round
can
out
figure
your
that
vowels.
out.
American accent round. Here
I
you go.
appreciate-
No!
Pop the
No, the
headset
second
on.
round. We'll
I appreciate that you
Is it my
guys
turn?
like
Yeah,
rounded
it's
it
your
out,
turn.
and then Steph tried to be cool. She's like, I was like, nothing.
Sometimes it's a little different.
No, but,
because
like,
his
thinking
face
that-
is always like Deckard Kane.
I'm just doing that too.
No, sorry. I mean, like, you tried to say it
Deckard.
naturally, which just meant, nah, lost it.
Yeah,
All right,
sure.
all right.
Well, you know, just
You ready,
mixing it
Steph?
up.
The DJ's coming.
God, it's a good song.
Oh no, wait. We only just started the music. We only
She's
just started
on,
the
she's
music.
gone.
I'm not ready. I was on a different app.
All right.
All right, I'm ready now. The first one's good. Big Chuggus.
The Chungus?
I wrote it's Chuggus here.
It's Chungus.
From Fortnite?
Oh.
Big Chuggus.
Big chunks.
Yeah, close.
Yeah, I give it.
Give it to him.
Give it. That's one.
give it.
You got
Chunky.
it.
No, you got it.
GLaDOS.
Chaos.
GLaDOS.
GLaDOS.
Yeah.
Oh, bro, she's so
Guybrush
good.
Threepwood.
Time crunch through the loop.
That's amazing. Guybrush Threepwood. Guybrush.
It's two of them. Ready?
Guybrush
Time crunch.
Threepwood.
Where is this from?
3 people.
Close. Guybrush Threepwood.
I don't know.
Skip.
Next.
Peppy Hair.
Papa Kappa.
Peppy
Puppy
Hair.
K.
Peppy? Who?
Papa Kappa.
From Lilac Wars. Peppy Hair.
Papa Mama K.
Peppy Hair.
Puppy.
Peppy. Pep.
Pepe.
Peppy
Peppy.
Hair.
Hey.
Hair.
A.
Hair.
Yay. Peppy hair.
Yeah, Peppy Hair. Yeah, we'll give you that.
Like trains in
Yennefer
here.
of Vengerberg.
Oh.
Vibo.
Yennefer of Vengerberg.
That's a good one.
California Flilo.
Filmo. Yennefer of
I have
Vengerberg.
no idea what you're saying.
That's good. Yennefer of Vengerberg.
Jennifer Vengerberg. That was weird.
Samus Aran.
Oh.
Say again.
Samus Aran.
Table Soraya.
Samus
Samus
Aran.
Aran.
Aran, yep. Princess Zelda. Princess
I at least know half of
Zelda.
these
Princess
Zelda.
Zelda.
Yes. Agent 47. Agent
Ashton
47.
47. Agent 47.
On the clock. You're amazing.
Me?
How?
Yeah, done. Yeah.
I instantly see a Reese Wild artwork of Ashton 47.
Yeah, Ashton Kutcher.
Dude, where's my kill?
With his hair up, yeah.
That is amazing.
Dude, well
That was
done.
phenomenal.
Oh, that was so, the ones
Smashed
at
it.
the start were so hard.
I'm scared because I actually didn't even know half the ones that you got, let alone the one you didn't
He
get.
opened with like big
Chuggus.
Big Chuggus.
What the fuck is that?
No
It's the
idea, but you
Fortnite
said
dude
it.
who does slurps. You said big
Big chunky.
and we're like, yeah,
we're
you can
like-
have it.
It was close. You definitely said a G in there or something. I swear.
Yeah.
That was the
You were
1%
really good.
character
Yeah.
we will not know.
What was some of the other ones? There was some at the start there. I feel like
You
I was
didn't get Guybrush Threepwood.
Dude, even you saying
Something
it would sound.
three.
I
You said
still don't know
three,
what
and
you're
you
saying.
said tree, and you said you were so close with Guybrush Threepwood. Peppy Hair.
From Monkey Island.
Oh yeah.
Peppy Hair is the rabbit in Lila Wars or Star Fox.
That's retro. But you got it because you got visual clues.
You got
'cause
Peppy
you're
in
married
there.
to him.
Yeah.
I
I
hope
gave
you
you a
put in
visual
only
clue.
Yoda characters for me.
I did Happy. That's how you got
Yeah?
Happy and Happy Mustache.
That's true.
I'm giving, you got 7 that round. That's huge.
Wow, well done.
I'll be
Alright.
happy if I get one.
Here we go.
You're gonna enjoy the song though.
I'm gonna start Rock DJ.
Okay.
Here it comes.
That's
Yeah.
loud.
Yeah, it's loud. Yeah. Cal Kestis.
Cal Jif.
Kestis.
Is it a C?
Yeah, Cal Kestis.
Cal Agent.
Cal Kestis.
Cal Jason.
I think we just skip it.
We'll skip it.
Ikora Ray. Ikora Ray.
Ico Ray.
Close. Ikora.
Ikara.
Yeah.
Ikara.
Ray. Yeah.
Ikara.
Yeah.
I don't know how to
That's
say
one.
it.
Yep. Crystal Maiden.
It looks like you said Chris Hemsworth, bro.
Pretty close. Crystal Maiden.
Christopher Bale. I forgot his video games. And Nicolas Cage, am I right, guys?
Crystal Maiden.
Crystal.
Crystal. Crystal.
Crystal.
Crystal.
Sail.
Crystal.
Christian.
Crystal.
Christoph.
Crystal.
Oh, this is where we're in a loop.
What is this?
Maiden.
Dota character.
Maiden.
Mate.
Maiden.
So she
Maid.
would know this one.
Maiden.
If she could get the words.
Chris Maid.
Crystal Maiden.
We're gonna skip that one.
Yeah, okay, we're gonna skip that one. Cole Phelps.
Cole Phillips.
I'm gonna give it to you.
Yeah.
Sam Porter Bridges.
Okay, one syllable.
Sam.
Jam.
Sam.
Porter.
Bridges.
Butcher.
Yes! That was
Sam
it!
Porter Bridges.
Sam Porter Bridges!
Yep.
Booker DeWitt.
Booker.
DeWitt.
DeWitt.
Yeah,
Yes!
yeah, sure.
Amazing.
That was Booker. Cooper Trooper.
Again.
That's done. That was done.
No, we took it.
Koopa Trooper.
Koopa Trooper.
Yay!
Nice.
Said with like such little fanfare, like Booker DeWitt, and it's like you just read it back to him.
Yeah,
Smashed
amazing.
it.
Well, one did I miss?
Crystal Maiden.
Chris Hemsworth. That classic.
I know, the thing is that like once they told me we're doing this, I'm like, I know they're gonna put Dota in there.
Yeah.
And then I was like Crystal and Crystal Maid, and I was like, how did I not put it together?
Chris Hemsworth.
But it's like a multi-syllabic word that is hard to read.
Well, it's not just that. You have to forget that, like, you're doing the syllables, sure, but you have to remember that you're also still trying to put something together.
Yeah,
so I was so
totally,
focused
yeah.
on syllables that I didn't even think about putting a word together.
You got
Yeah,
five.
yeah.
You got 5 points then, and I don't think you knew any of the words that you said. It was all phonetic. It was all phonetic. Yeah.
Bridget.
You said so. The first one was Cal Kestis, which is from the Star Wars Jedi Survivor game.
Okay, yeah, I haven't played it.
Yeah. Ikora Ray, you got phonetically.
Yeah.
Destiny.
From Destiny.
Yeah, I haven't played it.
Crystal Maiden, you missed.
can't believe it.
Cole Phelps, you kind of said.
Okay.
Cole Phelps was from LA Noire.
Yep.
Sam Porter Bridges, you said Sam Porter Bridges.
That is close enough.
We gave you the point.
Yeah.
Booker
like
DeWitt,
Sam
you said
brought her
Puka
bitches.
DeWitt, and you got the point. And then Koopa Trooper, we got right at the end as well.
Well done.
That was great. It's like you brute forced that. It was
Yeah,
awesome.
I did, and then I missed the only one that I should have done.
We normally play this with game titles, and it's easier,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
But
I think it
the
is
ne-
easier to recall game titles than
Yeah, there's
characters
More
from
of those
games.
and ands, so
Yes.
I think you can usually
That's it.
piece
That's
it
Connected
totally the
together.
smaller
Yeah.
words, and once you kind of get the rhythm of a title, then that you can make the connection easier.
The something of something.
Yeah.
Happy
Which I
month
think
salesman.
Yennefer of Vengerberg,
Of help got you
yeah,
there.
the of helped get me
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
Look at us breaking down the meta of our
Yeah.
own game.
Gus, would you like to have another round?
Second one? Yeah, sure. I did so miserably the first time after saying.
Get any
I
more
was so
Dota
good
ones?
at
Can we
this.
just
Do you
all
want to go?
Dota?
Can
Sorry?
Peter have
Do you want to go?
Yeah. But why don't we do a
do
second
one more
full
round,
round
we'll
and
do you
then
at the end.
yeah, if
Okay.
it's-
He's
Because
written
somewhere.
we can all just say game characters that we think of in our head.
that's
yeah.
true. You could do that.
We don't need a list. We
You
can
could just say anything.
we
and
can
I'll
just
I'll
say
try
I
and
got
guess it.
so many in my head.
You say anything, I'll try and get
Like
it. They're all gonna be
Liam
Dota characters.
Hemsworth,
Be like, yeah.
We could do
Who did I say? Christian Bale, and I was like, oh, it's video game characters.
we could do a Dota round,
I
and you
would
could just
love
say
that.
heroes, and I'll try and
I'll
guess them.
look
That'd
up.
be
Yeah,
fun.
we'll look up
Yep.
Dota characters
Okay.
because no one cares about those.
We both know probably all of them.
I know all of them. For
Just
sure.
say League of Legends
I reckon
characters.
I'd forget a few on the way
So
through.
funny. So funny.
Oh, don't fucking do it. Oh, 'cause it-
Oh, what happened to you?
there'll be,
Luna,
yeah,
obviously.
there'll be Bruce or fucking Gary or
That's a
whatever.
Neopet.
Is it?
It's the penguin. His
Bruce?
name's Bruce.
That's very cute.
Fun little
What happened to the
thing.
American
Full,
accents?
full circle.
Oh,
Oh, we
that's what I'm
didn't-
going to
we
do now.
dropped the
I'll do it
American
now.
accent. Okay,
The
second
accents.
round in American.
Someone suggested Evil Dead
I'll
accents.
read them in
Scottish
American
accents.
as well.
I can't even do it.
Rock DJ has started. We can start the timer, please. This one's fucking brutal. Sigmaya of Katarina.
Simba the cat.
Close. Sigmaya.
Simba.
Sigmaya.
Senpai.
Sigmaya of Katarina.
Simba the enemy.
Sigmaya of Katarina. Skip it.
Skip it.
Isaac Clarke. Isaac Clarke.
Italic light.
Isaac Clarke.
Italia
Clarke.
Isaac.
La.
Clarke.
La.
Clarke.
La.
Clarke.
La.
Clarke.
Isaac Clarke. Isaac
Isa.
Clarke.
Isala.
Isaac
Isaiah.
Clarke.
I don't know an Isaiah from a video game. Isaiah Light.
Ashley Graham.
Ashley Graham.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sam Fisher.
Sam Fisher.
Yes.
I'm back. I'm back.
Jack of Blades.
Back off, please. I'm back.
I'm giving it to him. Sonic.
Wait, giving what to him?
I'm giving him Jack off. I'm giving him Jack off Blades.
No, it's a sow. It's a sow job.
It's a sound
We're just
job.
talking now.
I'm going. Sonic the Hedgehog. Sonic.
Okay. Sorry.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yes. Donkey Kong. Donkey Kong.
Sorry, cock.
Donkey Kong.
Sorry.
Donkey.
Donkey Kong.
I heard something ruder.
Donkey.
Donkey Kong.
All I see is
Wait,
cock.
what first? Ready? Donkey.
All I see is cock is in it.
Donkey. 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 donkey.
Donkey
One more.
Kong. Donkey.
Sorry,
Knew
cock.
it.
Sorry, cock. Next one.
Queen of Pain.
Wind of Pain.
Queen of Pain.
Wee ho. Hair.
Queen.
Oh, thank God.
All I see is
I do like there's a little bit of notice sprinkled in here.
Gust
Yeah, a little bit of
2023.
It was everyone was like something cock. And I was like, I can't.
That's what I was like, if you get the first one, you'll get it. And I knew that all
But
you were
if you
seeing was
break it
cock
with-
in the last
All
one.
you were saying was cock.
Yeah.
All I saw was cock.
Yeah.
I tried donkey.
Yeah, I feel like we've had.
You had a rough one to
we've-
start on. It was Sigmire of Katarina.
What?
The Onion Nut.
Say onion nut.
I thought it was
mean,
going to be
G-
perfect for you because you would know that.
G is so hard. Sig.
Oh, Donkey Kong.
Donkey Kong, you missed Donkey Kong?
I should be looking at your face for certain things, and when it comes back to my turn, I'll know.
Yeah, okay.
I'm trying to metagame over
You
here.
got Isaac Clarke. No, you didn't get Isaac Clarke either. You got lost on Isaac Clarke.
Yeah.
You got Ashley Graham the first time you saw
Who's
it.
that?
Ashley's from Resident Evil 4.
Oh, yeah.
Ashley. The Ashley.
That's that Ashley.
Yeah.
Okay, yep, cool. I'll take it.
You got Sam Fisher straight away.
Yep.
You said
They were
jack
very
off,
impressive.
please, for Jack of Blades, but we gave you the point because it was funny.
Thank you.
You got Sonic the
Apparently
Hedgehog.
the cock wasn't.
You didn't get Donkey Cock.
Donkey Cock.
And you didn't get Queen of Pain.
Queen of Pain?
Dota.
Dota.
Okay, you put
play-
halvesies. I think it's only fair to put Dota in.
Absolutely.
Sure. I don't
Yeah.
play
You did get off pain though.
You got
Did
of
I?
Pain.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You got
said
of
of
pain.
Pain.
Yeah,
were
you
just trying to
said
get to
something of
Queen.
pain.
Yep.
Cock of Pain.
Probably.
Yeah.
You,
probably.
you default to cock, don't
I
you?
do tend to default to cock.
All right.
Don't we all?
Steph, round 2. We're not doing American. I don't think you can you can't do
It's
rock
hard
DJ, lip reading, and an American accent.
I mean, do
Donkey
you even
Kong.
know how to?
brain
Yeah,
cock.
I was like Donkey Kong.
Donkey Kong.
Donkey Cock.
Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
Sigmire of Katarina.
Jesus Christ.
I'm from California.
Steph before said California. I can't remember. Something that was perfect, but someone
I
will have
guess you had to
clipped
be
it.
there.
You had to be there. We were here.
It was the funniest joke we've ever
Rock
heard.
DJ is playing. We can get the timer up, please.
Girls getting high and the girls even
Metroid
more
Prime.
It's a game.
That's a character.
so. Optimus Prime.
Metroid
yeah.
Prime. It's the enemy.
Metroid Prime.
Correct. Albert Wesker.
Elemental Weezer.
Albert Wesker.
Halpert.
Wesker.
Winter.
Albert Wesker.
Albert.
Wesker.
Winter.
Wesker.
Wetter.
Wesker.
Witter.
Wesker.
Witter.
Wesker.
Wet her.
Yeah.
We're giving it to you. Commander Shepard. Commander Shepard.
Combanja Banja.
Commander Shepard. Commander Shepard.
Copper Jabbit.
Commander Shepard.
Kopanga.
No. Commander.
Kung Fu Panda.
Kung Fu Panda Shepard.
Flippity Gibbet.
Flippity gibbet.
Let's
That's
skip
the
it.
website pass.
Ezio Auditore da Frenze.
Come on. Ezio Auditore da Firenze.
Hey. Earthworm Jim.
Orthrop.
Jim.
Jim.
Earthworm Jim.
Cor-
Earthworm.
Hawthorne.
Earthworm Jim.
Horse swap. Swim.
Earthworm. Earthworm. Jim.
Crothrop.
Jim.
Jim.
Earthworm Jim. Earthworm Jim. Earthworm Jim.
Earthworm.
I don't know what's weirder.
Earthworm.
Earthworm Jim. Earthworm Jim.
Inchworm.
Jim.
Inchworm Jim.
Earthworm Jim. Earthworm Jim. Earthworm Jim.
Everyone do it.
It's time. It's time.
I don't know.
Earthworm Jim.
Earthworm Jim.
We're trying with a
We're
little
doing
wormy.
this. We're doing this.
Inchworm swim.
Dude, I love the horse swap swim.
Horse swap swims.
Ah, you
My
must be
favorite character.
my favorite hero, Horthwop Swim. Your equivalent of pass is flibbity-doobida.
Alrighty, you ready?
Yes.
Rock DJ.
Some people in chat.
So
Who the heck
loud.
is Earthworm
Rock
Jim?
DJ has started.
Yeah.
King K. Rule.
King.
K. Rule.
Kangaroo. Kang.
K. Rule.
Is it Roo at the end?
Rule.
Rule.
Yeah. King K. Rule.
King. Can.
K.
Hair.
Rule.
Rule.
Yeah. King.
King.
K.
What the fuck?
K.
Hand.
K.
In.
K.
Hair.
Rule. Let's shorten the thing you're saying. In K. Rule. King K. Rule.
All I'm saying is King can rule.
Yeah, she gets it.
You got
King
it.
can rule. Can land.
You got it.
Can...
Bullet Bill.
Bullet Bill.
Yeah.
Nice.
Jonathan Irons.
Jonathan Highs.
Irons.
High.
Irons.
Hi-
Irons.
Knife.
Irons.
Knife.
No,
Knife.
Irons.
Saw.
Irons.
Saw.
Irons. Irons. Irons.
High.
Irons.
High.
Irons.
Thigh.
Irons.
No.
Irons. Irons. Let's go to the next one. Handsome Jack. Handsome Jack.
Inch.
Handsome Jack.
Share.
Handsome.
You gotta say it.
Ready?
Handsome Jack.
Handsome.
Yeah. Jack.
Chad.
Jack. Chad.
Chad.
Jack.
Jack.
Chad. Dude.
Jack.
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 Yeah,
Handsome Jack.
Handsome Jack. Yeah,
Jack.
yeah.
Jack.
Handsome Jack.
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 Yep. The Great Mighty Pooh.
That's so long, bro.
The Great
Great.
Mighty
Mighty.
Pooh.
Bull.
Pooh.
Pool.
Pooh.
Pool.
Pooh.
Pool.
Pooh.
Pooh.
That's close enough. Rayman.
Rambo.
Nah, close. We missed Rayman.
Rambo.
The Great Mighty Pooh.
The Great Mighty Pooh.
I sold it with the sass, right?
You
You did.
Handsome.
Handsome.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Handsome.
handsome
That's
was
how handsome
good.
got across. Handsome Jack of Borderlands fame.
Oh, okay.
My favorite part though was when you were saying Chad, and then you got the cuss. You were like, Jacques. Jacques.
Yuck. Yuck. That's some yuck.
Like you were a European person in a cafe. Jacques.
Peter, put the cans on.
All right.
I've just looked up a whole list of video game characters.
Oh, sure.
We'll find something out of here.
There's not going to be a lower third on the screen for chat.
Yeah, there won't
for
be a
this
lower
one.
third.
That's
I'm just
okay.
gonna-
That's okay.
We're going to swing well. I'll pass this over to you in a tick as well.
Yeah.
Do.
I can also just think of them.
I got some Dota
You got a
ones.
couple? You got a couple?
Yep.
All right.
All right. Music is bumping.
Timer up. Timer down. Timer up. Timer down. Okay. Here we go.
Geralt of
Anchor
Rivia.
and Ravensmore.
Geralt of Rivia.
Of Rivia. Geralt of Rivia. Yeah,
Correct.
baby.
Nice.
Okay.
Pyramid Head.
Mitsubishi Art.
Pyramid Head.
Mathavan H.
Am I doing the same one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Pyramid Head. Pyramid.
Maribits 8.
Pyramid
Marumi
Head.
8. 8.
Pyramid
H.
Head.
Sans?
Pyramid.
Skip it.
Do you wanna do it?
Pyramid. Pyramid.
The Perfect Dark
Pyramid.
8.
Skip.
No, it's
No.
Do you want to do one?
Yeah, okay. Earth Shaker.
Goth Cheetah.
Earth.
Oath Breaker. Earth Shaker.
Yeah. Okay, ready?
Me.
Go for it.
The Drifter.
Thrifty.
The Drifter.
Thrifty.
The Drifter.
3-4 tree.
The Drifter. Bring a sword.
What?
The Drifter.
Thrifty.
The Drifter.
Tooth. Three.
The-
Tooth.
The Drifter.
The Drifter.
Yeah.
Ready?
M. Bison.
Ample
Bison.
bassinet.
M.
Amper.
M.
Ample.
M.
Ape.
M.
A.
Oh, this is all you meant by shortening.
Bison.
Oh.
Bison.
Bach.
Bison.
Basin.
Ba.
Bye.
Son.
Bamakio.
Bison.
Beto.
So close, bro. So close.
M. Bison.
Blasey?
No.
I'm Blasey. 2 minutes goes quick.
Yeah.
Ablazy.
We should have pushed you to skip faster.
Yeah.
What I miss?
M. Bison.
M. Bison.
That was
M.
M. Bison.
And Pyramid Head.
Pyramid
Head.
That one
Yeah.
was a bit
Pyramid
hard.
Head.
That was
yeah, when
hard.
you were like pyramid. I was
Pyramid.
like, oh, but now we have to try and get him to say mud.
Mud.
Yeah.
Mud.
Nice. Elizabeth, the score's up. Steph smashing it,
Yeah,
12
wow.
points.
Nice.
Well done. Nash, 9. Myself on 6. And Peter with 1 round, but gets 3. So if you double it, he gets 6, and we came in.
Yeah,
Not
that's
bad.
pretty good. That's very impressive.
The names are definitely trickier.
It's
'Cause
hard.
You've got
Yeah,
initials,
yeah.
you've
Yeah.
got King K. Rool, you've got like,
They're
letters
just less obvious sounds to put
Yeah.
together
Yes.
because names are not like words that you use in everyday language.
Still good, but like video game titles definitely has a kind of, it's there's
A
something
nuance
to
to it.
hang on to, but we'll pivot. It's still a good game.
We could do one final Nat round where I just do Dota characters.
Do it.
See how many you
Do
get.
it.
Ooh,
Yeah,
yeah.
Do you want to give it a shot?
Yeah, why
Do you have a
not?
list?
Because if you know you're thinking of Dota characters, then it'll put them in your head.
narrow
You'll
it
get
down
Yeah.
closer, yeah.
Every
'Cause
game possible.
Earthshaker.
You got it?
Yeah, I was
That's
like,
good.
you're giving me a Dota character.
All right.
All right.
Watch me fail and get my Dota card revoked.
I'll bring up.
No one clip it. You clip it, don't send it to
I'm
my
gonna-
employers.
I'm gonna bring up the list just
My
so
favorite
I
is
don't fumble.
that's so long, bro.
Which one was it again? The Great King.
The Great Mighty Pooh.
The Great
Oh, was
Mighty
the Great
Pooh.
Mighty Pooh?
It's a Great Mighty Pooh.
Yeah.
I remember there was one from the games which was like Dragon Age Origin Inquisition, and I was like,
Yeah,
what
yeah.
the fuck?
What?
You didn't
Too
hear
many
that.
words.
You didn't hear that. That's
Too many
fine.
words.
All right. Rock DJ is starting.
Yep.
So these are LoL characters.
Yeah, these are all Dota 2 characters.
Dota characters.
Bat Rider.
Bat Rider.
Yep. Anti-Mage. Anti-Mage.
Anti-Mage.
Yep. Clinks.
Clinks.
Yep. Axe. Axe.
Os.
Axe.
Ass.
Axe.
Hatch.
Hatch.
Skip it. Nope.
Drow
Drow
Ranger.
Ranger.
Jesus.
Faceless Void.
Faceless Void.
What the?
Enigma.
Enigma.
Enchantress.
Enchantress.
Keeper of the Light.
Keeper of the Light.
Io.
You guys are alphabetical?
Io.
High Horse.
Nah.
Hi-ho.
Medusa. 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 Medusa.
Pastruda.
Naga Siren. Naga Siren. Naga Siren.
Something's
Siren. Siren.
Skyrath.
Sky. I wasn't saying that. Necrophos.
Do it again.
I'll do a different one.
Oh, okay.
Phantom Lancer.
Wait, she heard that?
I think she saw my Phantom Lancer.
Phantom Lancer.
Yep.
Good.
Puck.
Pug.
Yep. Sand King. Sand King.
I'm getting so lost in the lyrics.
Sand King.
Sand King.
Yep. Yep. Storm Spirit.
Storm Spirit.
Yep. Yep. Vengeful Spirit. Vengeful.
Vengeful Spirit.
Vengeful Spirit. Yep. Ursa. Ursa.
Horse.
Ursa.
Always go back
Who's
to
that?
Ursa.
Warlock.
Ursa.
Who's ya?
Bounty Hunter. Bounty Hunter.
Mariana Trench.
Alchemist.
Helicopter.
Alchemist. That was pretty good. There was quite a few in there.
Oh my
Even
god.
though I knew that there was still Dota characters.
You were like,
there was someone just like,
It's so hard to say because you're trying to focus on the words, but then you're
Yeah.
also like, but if I rock the mic, I gotta rock the mic right.
Please welcome the latest Dota character, Horse.
Mariana Trench. Axe was ass. Ass. Was axe. Who was Horse? Horse was Medusa, maybe?
Yeah.
Mariana Trench came up at some point. I don't know why.
Yet to be included in the game.
Yeah.
So it puts you at 22 points. You smashed us all.
Oh, wow.
Amazing. Amazing.
Oh, horse was Ursa. That makes
Ursa.
sense.
Ursa.
Because it was this horse sounding thing, but has like a similar
yeah.
Thanks, Migs.
It's a skill you'll only need for this game and nothing else in life.
Yeah.
So.
I was off to like a really good start. I'm like, I got complacent, and then I was like, oh, I can listen to the lyrics. I'm like, hello, whoa,
And then a huge mistake.
It wasn't the end. I said helicopter.
Helicopter, you said when I was saying alchemist.
Oh.
Alchemist.
Alchemist is
The
helicopter.
classic helicopter alchemist mix-up.
Yeah.
We've all been there.
So there you go. That is what the fuck did you just say to me? A Pete's Party time game, and we'll be back
Party, yeah.
after this party,
Yeah.
and we'll be back again after this ad break.
Shenanigans. Stop it. Shenanigans. Stop pushing. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Shenanigans. Stop it. 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 For shenanigans. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Shenanigans. For shenanigans. Stop it. Shenanigans. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Shenanigans. Bullshit. It's bullshit.
Shorts. They're summer's pants. From cargos to cutoffs, Bermuda to board shorts. When you want to show off your knees, the fourth worst part of the human body, wear Orenishii shorts. Every pair of Orenishis are single origin, fair trade, and handmade by this lonely, overworked child robot with hands. The process couldn't be simpler. We start by asking for your measurements. In the spirit of fairness, we then share our measurements. Our robot will send you fabric samples of 6 kinds of thick denim. We then make a full pair of jeans. After sending you a picture of us wearing the jeans and looking fit, we surgically remove the excess pant and voila! You've got yourself a pair of original Orenishis. And to ensure there's no wastage and a dolphin doesn't choke on them or something, we take those discarded leg bits and use them in our latest product, Orenishii sleeves. Orenishii sleeves for when you accidentally bought a singlet. So don't settle for sweaty knee pits. Order your Orenishis today. They're the only shorts you'll ever need. There are some video games coming out this week, and I'm about to list them. That's how this works. Action-packed platformer Super Catboy looks like a wonderful throwback and puts guns back in the hands of cats. Every cat in the 90s had a gun before the laws came in. Remnant 2 is a Souls-like shooter from Gunfire Games that looks like it could be a contender for Game of the Year for me. I like guns, I like Souls, and I like likes. Like this video. PC gamers are about to get their hands on Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart. It's a brilliant game, and I'm very happy for the furry mod community. The Expanse, a Telltale series. I'm so damn excited about this game. I want it to be as good as the books. If it's not, I'll cry. You don't want to see me cry. A South Park gag has become reality as Hello Kitty Island Adventure comes to the Apple Arcade. Disney Illusion Island lets you experience a brand new Mickey and Friends adventure with hand-drawn animation and an original orchestrated score, but trumping Disney at their own game, not video game, the game that they're playing by making a video game with hand-drawn art, is Pat Naum, Australian developer, who's literally hand-painted the master's pupil. It looks like this. I added that. That was all ad-lib. I'm just following my heart. Now, there are a whole bunch of other games coming out this week, but by nature of them not being on this list, they're significantly less important. Sorry.
French Perth.
Is it still going, Jen?
And
yeah, still very much a thing.
Yeah, and the high
French
fives?
Perth and the Llama Llama Duck King.
Doing high fives?
Yeah. Rest in tea?
Rest in toys, rest in the toy box.
R.I.T.? Rest in time.
Oh, rest in time, Dolphin Pants. Very good. Very good. MilkPls, who we saw a word from there, as well as VegaBus. Thank you so much for sending in your words. We also saw an ad for Orenishii. Orenishii's the only knees you'll never need. How does that go again?
Sure.
Something about
That's
ever
fine.
Something about ever needing.
That's fine.
Having need, that's close enough. And some eagle-eyed viewers also noticed there the ad for the Back Pocket podcast is back because...
Eagle-eyed. Those of you watching the screen.
The brightest colour and loudest ad. If you caught that one, if it snuck by you. We are back doing podcasts, or we should say Ruby is back doing podcasts, or here doing podcasts for the first time. We are starting that back up again. It is called Pocket Buds.
I would say expert podcaster Ruby.
Expert podcaster Ruby is now driving those every week. There'll be a new podcast up every Friday. There it is. So that'll be up tomorrow morning.
Pocket Buds.
And Ruby brings in a guest, and they talk about something, anything. It can be video game adjacent. It can be not be as well. First one's a bit of a test. It's me and Ruby. We talk all things Tears of the Kingdom because we both sunk a lot of time into it. So she thought she would just bring me in and would try it all out. We had a heap of fun talking about it and lots of laughs. And yeah, it's a really great little polished podcast that's going to come out every week. So if you're not already following on those platforms, hopefully we need to push to those platforms next week once the first one's up. So for now, hopefully we'll throw a link up. It only goes out on Podbean, I think, at the moment, but it will be pushed to Spotify and all the other ones.
Podbean distributes. So Podbean in the same way that it used to, if you follow Back Podcast. This one's new, but in the same way as it's not.
But it won't do it until the first ep goes up.
Yes, correct.
So we'll hopefully be pushing it out to those platforms as well. Just have a hunt around. It should be turning up as of 10 a.m. tomorrow. So thank you to Ruby for putting that together. We're also going to be doing little bonus contents as well through the podcast for you guys to get access to through the Patreon as well. Coming later on.
Ooh,
once we get
bonus.
Once we get things going. But we're already teeing up all the guests that are coming through as well. Ruby's got all her friends coming through. She's done another episode. So yeah, keep your ears to the ground. It's going to be heaps of fun. We also saw in there the game plan. Thank you so much to Timothy. There it is. Thank you to Timothy for sponsoring the game plan, where we get all our game plan needs. And as usual, when we have a segment sponsored by Timothy, we read out a famous Timothy, and we turn this into a bit of a game. I'm going to read a description of the Timothy. You guys have to buzz in and tell me which Timothy
There's nothing I know
is.
more than song lyrics. It's people.
It's people. Correct.
It's fantails now.
Yeah, we've turned this into a Timothy's
name
Timothy
some Tims.
fantails.
Name some Tims. Just fire. Quick
Off the
fire.
top of your head.
Tim's.
Name a
Tim.
Go. Famous Tim.
The funny, whatever he just said.
You're going to be awful at this.
Shyamalan.
Tim
Shyamalan. That is not this Tim.
Shyamalan.
This Tim
Yep.
is a British-born,
No way.
Australian actor, writer, musician.
Tim Minchin.
It is Tim Minchin. No, I was like, I could see you coming in for the kill. Tim Minchin.
Oh, yes, I want it.
As soon as you said Australian, I knew who it was.
Oh, we need to give you the fantail, which is the prize, but, you know. You could also have it as well.
Thank you.
Tim Minchin.
Can you get me one, pretty please?
Nat wants one.
Poet, composer, songwriter, best known for musical comedy, having released 6 CDs, which is the description we have in there.
6
5
CDs?
DVDs and
Compact
produced
disc
multiple...
is the best medium for music.
That's true. Not cassette.
I will say, Tim Minchin
Jesus.
has a documentary, like I would say reasonably early on in his career, made a documentary just about his kind of like pathway, and it was really great. Whatever your feelings are about Tim Minchin, the documentary is really interesting.
He's so talented.
Interesting insight into his creative process and his kind of journey and all that.
The only
kind of stuff.
negative thing I could feel about Tim Minchin is just jealousy. Just how fucking talented man is.
There's even a moment where he's just, because he has really naturally super, super curly red hair.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So there's even a moment where he was
Not
just
jealous
like...
of that.
He's buff now as well. He got buff before you.
He's buff, but he's not swell.
He got buff
He's pretty
before
swole.
you.
Okay.
But there was even a moment where he was just like, I'm just not...
He's not swell.
going to reach mainstream popularity with this hair. Like, it's just not going to happen.
Oh, that's why he's like, I gotta change.
He's like, I hate that I have to change this, but and he kind of created this sort of blonde kind of rock star kind of hair persona, because that hairstyle feels so deliberate. That's the only thing where I'm just like, oh man, he's got a real, with the smudge eyeliner and everything that he had for a long time.
Was he doing Captain Jack Sparrow before Johnny Depp?
I think so.
I feel like he kind of was. Had the shaggy hair, had the eyeliner, goatee kind of beard.
But that was all part of a, like, I don't want to say a persona, but like he kind of created a version of himself that he figured would be more marketable, and it was.
He created a version of him much like a Timothy Creative Worlds. Bringing it back to A Timothy there. Thank you so
Perfectly
much
done.
for sponsoring A Timothy.
Perfectly done.
Perfectly done. Segued away. All right, let's move on with the show.
So should have told you not to eat this because it's actually really hard to eat on camera.
I'll put it in my back right.
Yeah,
so then
great.
It's not on the
Awesome.
camera
Just-
side.
yeah, perfect.
Good. We're going to move on with the show with the last segment to round it out. It's very good gameplay.
Yay!
Ooh, what a dance.
What a little take that, Tim Minchin. Try hitting that range.
Oh yeah, is this in one of your 6 CDs?
Yeah. My one mixtape that I made. Very good gameplay is brought to us by Who Wants to Do a Little Feat? Nicrotex. Oh, look now.
I'm still not there.
You'll get it.
I don't know how you're so many steps ahead.
I know.
Every time you do it, I'm surprised and delighted. I'm like, oh.
I'm a cartoon character, Steph.
Sound.
Thank you to Nicrotex for sponsoring this segment. And as is usual, when Nicrotex sponsors a segment, we read one of his tweets. And this week, Nicrotex has taken a screenshot from his screen of a notification he got when someone shared a document with him. And that person who shared the document with him is named Caleb. And I have to bring this up on X at the moment. Thanks, X. And this picture reads as follows.
Don't think X.
This picture reads as follows.
Document shared with you. And in that, the document is titled, Love Heart, I love to fuck, and that might be an understatement. 100 kissy lips. To which Nick has replied, me too, Caleb. So there you go. I don't know. Caleb Scott via Google Docs has shared, I love to fuck, and that might be an understatement. I'm curious as to what
I
that
would click
document
that link.
Yeah, do we need like more detail
Context?
in this one? Yeah.
I would click that link. So it's
Nick, if you're in the chat.
it's a Google document that has been shared to his email address and
and to lots of people.
and a million others, right? It's
Heaps
spam.
of people.
It's
spam.
it's the equivalent of getting a spam email, right? But they've shared a document. If you open the Google Doc, you're not automatically clicking other stuff that's in it. You could probably safely open the doc.
A document's
but
fine.
what's in it?
The links might...
There'd be links.
Did you click it?
There'd be
dangerous
links
links. It ended up clearly, erroneously in my spam email. Yeah, okay, fair
So
enough.
you marked
There
as
it
safe,
is.
and I
and these are
assume
all
went
these
into it.
other random people that we're now doxing.
Yep.
Oh, well, that's actually, I don't think that is via Google Docs. That's just Caleb Scott has written in the subject line Caleb Scott via Google Docs or something.
It's a bold move.
Yeah, oh, maybe it's legit.
Could be
It's
legit.
probably legit. I'd look into it.
Yeah, I would too.
I'd click it.
I like when you go into your spam folder, the ways they've tried to get around the spam filters by being like, this is how to get the largest penis in the world.
I'll have you know my penis is totally fine. An appropriate size. So thank you, Nicrotex, for sponsoring the segment. We're going to get into playing a game, and the game we have found that we have decided to play, speaking of weirdly written sentences that need to be emphases in strange areas, we are playing...
Well, we need Nat to read this because Nat has nailed it every time.
You've nailed
Have
it every
I?
time.
Yeah.
The
All
game
right.
is called...
Yeah, you want those games, right? Here you go. Now let's see you clear them.
Hey.
Smashed it.
What the fuck is this game? And again, does anyone want to have any stabs at who recommended this game? She's not here.
Yeah, baby!
It's a Ruby suggestion, and we just saw it and thought we have to play this. It looks like a collection of mini games.
Yeah, so it is games designed, functional games designed based on those Instagram ads that you get that are clearly rendered
for mobile
fake
games.
Yeah. Like it will show
You actually don't know
gameplay.
that?
I've done no research
Okay.
into this
Okay.
stupid segment,
So
and I
it-
just thought they were dumb mini games, but they're the things that are...
like
Correct.
Gardenscapes.
When you're
Yeah,
scrolling,
you want those games.
I
do
want those games.
Instagram Reels, and you get like the sponsored thing, and then you go to download it because you're like, oh, that looks
And
like
it's
a
not-
fun time thing, and it ends up just being a Candy Crush ripoff, and you don't actually get this fun little mini game.
Yeah.
So this is pulling
And
the
they show
pins
you
and the
someone-
lava flows on the
yeah.
phone.
The woman
Really
who
badly
needs the money,
failing
but not the fire.
at a puzzle, and
Absolutely.
they're like,
I'm
how
so fucking
could
excited.
I know.
could you free the
I
fish?
could, but it's not a real game, and that...
So
it's like
yes.
it's like the Jep parody that you did the other week.
Exactly,
Yeah.
it's just
So-
like that. And in
Ooh,
fact,
so-
that cash jump game is in
So Gus,
It is.
this.
do you want those games?
fucking want
Well,
those games.
Now
Those
let's
games.
see
Well, you can play
clear them.
first. You can play
Oh,
first for
sorry,
sure.
I mean to like
And,
hijack the segment, but I'm like, I just thought this was dumb mini games. But all right, I'm on board.
I mean, you're also not wrong though.
Yeah, that's true. Actually,
It is also it's designed by the team that made the Katamari games.
Oh, okay.
Or some of the Katamari games.
Katamari
and so
Reroll.
it is a perfectly functional game.
I love this poor man's Smash Brothers screen, but sure.
Yeah, it looks good.
Oh, there's a gotcha machine. Okay.
So pin pull, we all recognize pin pull.
Yeah.
Yep.
Number tower.
Boost your number to defeat the enemies.
Yeah.
No, I haven't
This
because we
one-
don't really
Oh,
need
you've
to. at
done
the
some?
moment.
No, it's fine.
No. The number tower one I haven't played, but I only know it from the ad.
Ads.
What it is like each boss is a level, and what you do is you have to click on them in a way that your level is greater than their
Okay.
number. So
Yep.
if they're like a level 4, you can only take them on if your number's above
up.
4.
Yep.
And so you have to do it in a certain sequential order to make sure that you obviously always have the
I
greatest
watched
number.
a woman on a plane on her phone play a parking lot game, so there
Okay,
must be
they
a
do exist.
semi-real version
do
of that.
exist.
Where is the game where a girl whose husband dies tries to fix up a house and then her grandmother gets taken to prison
Yeah.
and then
Yeah, it
her
was just
grandmother
like the Garden
shares the
State one, I
information that her
swear.
father, her husband may not actually be dead.
Yeah.
Totally. Because the thing
That's what I want.
the selling point of these Instagram ads, the ones that are being replicated here, is that the ad does it wrong in a way that's so frustrating you want to show because it's so
Yes.
obvious.
That's it, yeah.
You want to do it right. So that's why you got to download it. Whereas those ones are kind of like emotional manipulation.
Yeah.
ones. They're still doing the same thing where it's like, obviously you need to light the fire and then she gets warm.
She gets warm, so...
and they don't do it. They put fucking ice
Or they
in the
pull
fire.
the acid,
for
and it's
place
like,
or
no,
something.
not the acid,
It's
she's
like-
got a baby.
Yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
Or like my favorite ones as well, like
Spin
help
it,
the
Gus,
girl get
spin
ready
it.
for a date.
Oh, the makeover one.
Oh my god! And it's
Yes.
like she has
Spin it.
so
It's
much
Ruby's
hair
coins,
in
just go
places
ahead.
Yeah, and they're
that
like,
just
use
that
the-
multiplies.
Use the shaver
do it,
and
do
ends
it,
up
do
like
it.
shaving her bald or something like that.
Yeah,
like
and
giving
leaving her
buzz
legs
cut.
really, really hairy. Yeah.
Oh,
Smelly!
yes.
You won the smelly,
Smelly
title.
Gus.
Ruby would actually be fucking stoked about that.
She would. We got Ruby the smelly title card. We earned $1,000 for using the gacha machine. We earned $5,000.
Oh, this is our daily
Oh,
mission.
it's all
Oh,
happening.
no, it's how you get them.
Spin again.
Now you can spin again, yeah.
Spin it. This is the game.
Fionn Skeleton.
Oh, she would love that too.
Whatever happened to a simple "come play, my lord"? Intrusive and misleading banner ad.
The other one I saw
So
was
good.
like a little hero man who was like the first thing that happens. It's more Facebook. It's like him leaping on some giant tits, and he's just like, "Hurr," and he falls off that, and it's a huge Medusa. But it's like the way the game starts. It's
Turns
like,
out our TikTok for you pages really are different.
there it is. But
Yeah.
it's just like that's the opening cartoon character,
Yeah.
and then it went on for
It's
like
no
10
surprise
minutes.
that Gus was Googling Medusa tits
Maybe jumping on
it's horse
Medusa
tits.
titties.
an hour before.
All right, moving on. Why is everyone saying play the piss game?
Piss game is what Nicrotex calls the color lab, which is moving colored liquids into different jars
So this
until you
is-
can get them
this
in the
is
right
actually
jar.
also-
They're actually fun. They're fucking great.
They are very fun. There is also an actual mobile game, but they're little colored balls, like little
Yeah,
beads or
okay.
something like that instead that you just move from.
All right. So I'll go to full screen for a
I
second.
played one of these as well that was, did I show you, Pete, the marble one where you had to hit a marble that would burst into more marbles and then it had to hit more marbles that would burst into more. And
Yeah,
then
I've
they had
seen
to
that
all
one.
go down the big slide at the end. And I hated myself
I
for
need to
liking
see
it, but
this.
it was really satisfying.
So
okay,
there's-
so I have
there's
3
treasure,
options.
There's
But
a dog.
if I pull the first one, the dog goes to the person. That's me. I'm the little...
you
Don't
want-
you just need to pull that one and you
But
get the
you
treasure?
want the dog to go to the person.
and you don't want the Pope.
You did it.
You don't want the Pope. You don't want the Pope. Okay, do it
Hunters
again.
will kick wolves by... Okay, let's just fuck
Oh,
around
we
and...
don't want the hunter to kick the wolf.
Replay that one because you can.
Yeah, I
you can
wanna
definitely
see-
get. You can 3-star that.
Wait, I didn't 3-star it?
You only 1-starred it because you
Oh,
took
but
so
I can
long.
kill...
Oh, it's a time thing.
Is it
No,
time?
it's not... Is it time?
You could pull that one
I
and get
pulled-
those two to fight.
And then go to the next one because it's also
Oh,
a time thing.
no.
Don't pull that one. Yeah, no.
Did I...
He just kicked it.
He kicked the dog!
Oh, no, we're supposed to kick. Yeah.
Hunters
You gotta
will
kick
kick
the dog.
wolves. It was a
Yeah.
wolf.
It was a wolf.
Wild
It
animal.
wasn't a dog.
3 stars? 3
A
stars?
rabid wolf.
Fuck yeah, mate.
Okay, moving on. I like this.
Can the wolf defend itself?
Kick wolf, and then rock lands on him.
Yes, you have to do it though. You're on a timer as soon as you get in.
Kicks.
Move the thing now.
Rock.
Nice. Now that.
Money. Money.
Money, money.
Money.
Nice.
The little jump.
That was only 2-star performance.
You weren't quick enough.
You weren't quick enough.
You sure it was time?
Yeah.
Yeah, in the
3
top
stars to
left
10
corner.
seconds.
Fucking hell.
Oh, that's so
All
stressful.
right. Do this one more time and get
One.
you 3 stars.
2.
Yep. Pull now. Pull now. Oh, you. Yep.
He's busy with the
That
wolf,
was
so
quick. That was
That
quick.
was a bit of a min-max, wasn't it?
That was quick.
Did it right?
Let's not do level 8. Let's do level 35.
Jesus. Okay, let's move this
We
up.
understand the concept now. Go to 31.
25.
I did 30 and it was easy.
Yeah, he
Go
3-starred
31.
it, Gus. If you can't even 3-star,
Oh, okay.
Now we're at the
drop
fucking lava.
Drop into lava. Where?
Yep.
What's my goal? Just to...
You just got to kill the dudes, I reckon.
Well, I have 2 options. So drop
first
into
dino
lava.
into lava,
And now
then
lure
second
to
dino's
lava.
going to come to you, and then he's dead.
Oh, we are going up to 35. This
2-star.
you went fast enough.
Lava is super
Doesn't
dangerous.
matter. Move on. Move on. You solved it.
Moving on. Okay.
35.
I want a 3-star performance out of
Using
you.
my big. Oh my god.
Destroy everything. Okay,
Destroy
this
everything.
one's sick. No, you're moving too quick.
Am I?
Yes.
Oh.
It turns out you just pull everything. Well done.
You
well
peaked.
done.
I thought you would die when you
You
fell through the
peaked.
hole, but there was land there.
Apparently it wasn't.
For some reason, there was land
Like the
there.
lava, right?
There was
Caused the
land
lava.
there.
Yeah.
It was. We saw it catch the lava.
Steph, would you like to pick up
Would
the
you like to
controller and play
play
the
this
next
game?
whatever game? 12,000 IQ performance.
Big brain effort over here.
If you do 2 more levels, and then you will unlock a bunch more.
I have never flipped anything.
Oh, I want to do.
So
I want
much
to
in
do this one. What? This one's like.
Very articulate.
No idea what I
Did
was
you
doing.
think the guy would land? I thought
no
you had to keep him on the
idea.
pin.
Pulling pins.
He's pulling pins.
Pulling pins.
Money.
More.
You're poor.
Oh, Steph, I reckon you're going to fucking 3-star this one.
What the fuck?
Let's go.
Oh, she got rid of money.
Oh, Ben Dixon!
Yo, you bought a house?
Was it?
Whoa.
Did I just get married?
Getting home to wife!
Yay!
Let's go.
Did I just get married?
What the fuck is
Congratulations.
My
going on? You're big brain
gosh.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this one only has 25.
Okay, so you're picking up
So
the money
Swifty
that you
couldn't
can
get 3
place
stars.
to.
And then you
Swifty couldn't
spend the
even
money and
finish
you
this
walk
one.
on the money.
This is the one that I was really good at, actually.
Yeah.
Okay.
That wasn't like you hadn't jumped before.
No,
Yeah.
Press to hold
So
it, dude.
3,
Like,
yeah. So 3 walls is like that's a 3 cash wall. Oh, that was too much cash.
Oh,
You had
And
to
no.
go
I was
closer,
too.
too far away.
Yeah,
Close,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I was too.
This is a bad investment of gold. Like bricks.
To walking
Yeah.
over a witch's hat.
Yeah.
Too much. Oh,
Because you got the big walls at
Because
the
a big
end.
wall at the end.
Whoa.
That's good though. I think you're okay. I think you're okay.
That's good.
You're gonna get heaps here.
Making the money.
You just don't get much on the.
Double-
Oh,
No.
unlucky.
Oh, now you're out of cash.
We'll get to the end.
I'm
Big spender.
so poor.
Big spend.
You're pretty poor. Now
Go,
spend,
go, go,
spend,
go, go, go,
spend.
go.
Oh, you made it!
No,
Oh!
Spend your way to get out of the
There
little
were
tricky
sneaky
situation.
witches hats on the
Yeah.
other side.
Sneaky.
Oh, wife.
Okay,
Oh,
right.
and you got a trash house.
It's automatic.
There's only 1 star.
You're poor, so she didn't go home with you.
Oh, she's a gold
She
digger.
left you.
No.
So you got to be rich for her to
She's just
stay with
I
you.
don't think she divorced you. She was just
Oh,
dirty
she
unhappy
gold
to
digger.
stay in the trap.
Well, time.
Does she have little devil horns?
She did. I did see that.
Is she like? Is she a demon? Is this Catherine?
Pay the. Oh,
Yeah, maybe.
this is
I can even go up to 12.
That was already hard at 5 though.
I'm gonna do 7.
All right.
She's like, "Where's all your
Your
money?"
spike
It's
will
like,
kill you. Oh.
No!
insta kill.
Holy shit!
Insta kill.
Do I have to go over those 2? Do you reckon?
Well,
big
can you
inve-
do it?
it's
Can
a
you
big
start
investment.
climbing again when you're halfway through falling? Or do you have to
Maybe.
hit the...
Ooh.
That's what I'm
Maybe.
thinking.
Strat.
Min-max.
Yep. I think. Oh, you got to get all 3 of those though in your first lot of cash.
You're going to be like... Doop.
You gotta
I Fido. Boom. Divorce.
because when you land on the VLC, you bounce back into the
VLC.
spike.
I don't have enough money. Okay, so
Fucking hell.
okay.
You can't go as
massive
high on them.
Quicks. This driving test is drive around the
Ah,
VLC.
it's so hard
icons.
to it's so hard to
It's
economize.
very off. Like, they're actually higher than...
The angle is terrible, isn't
The
it?
angle's
It's that,
awful.
Oh,
What I reckon double down on that.
yeah.
Oh, you reckon just go all the way and then just hope when you
There were
fall?
4 on the first one. One, two,
Little
three,
one?
four.
And
Oh,
she's oh god, oh god.
Just gonna,
gonna be fine.
if I fail up on the first one, bail out.
Yeah, you
It's like a
Trust your
restart.
instincts.
How much is this?
Oh, you fucking nailed
You
it.
can spend.
Oh,
What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this?
Is it blood?
Go.
Drop. Oh no!
Oh, I've got to do the same thing again. Little jumps, little jumps.
That makes
Oh fuck! Now I have to quit the
Little
first
hops
part
is right.
again.
But remember, you got to take that money home. Back to the
Oh,
missus.
that's so good.
That's perfect. That's
Maybe
good.
you don't want to be with her in the end anyway. You just want to get home and be poor and happy.
You're normal now, poor.
Oh!
Oh,
That was good,
come
though.
on.
that was yeah.
Great
you got,
track.
you got ripped off there. Your ankles weren't
This
even
is
in there.
so like
Infuriating.
fucking. But it's very one more go. Like you reset pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna try one more time, and then one of you can have a go. Shit.
If it was a real mobile game, you'd be served 15 ads by
Between
now.
Yes.
those, yeah.
You'd have
That
limited
is so
lives too.
Nice. No.
Oh, no, go again, go.
You got this. You fucking got this.
Same spot every time.
Yeah.
It feels like there's a little delay on that like build when you start falling, so you gotta. Oh.
You've got that first part down pat. You're gonna end up normal here.
That's good. The height's good.
Yep, you're good. You're good.
That was a panic.
Three star.
Honey, I'm bringing
you're gonna
home
get
the
so
big
married.
A mansion?
Marry me!
Yo.
Respectful.
That's a
respectful.
modest home. I don't think it's
She's
devil
a-
horns. I think it's a bow.
Oh, it's a bow
in
because
the
she's
head.
a lady. She's the girl one,
She's
so
a
she's got
Use
a
your
bow.
money rhythmically.
That's a pretty classic video game trope, actually, to put a bow on her head. Does someone else want to go?
Yeah. Do you want to do parking?
Yeah.
Or you do whichever one you're interested in. But I know you're interested in parking. When we were testing it before, you were like, "Is it the parking game?" Can I put it?
Australia currently tied in the soccer. 30 minutes to go.
Awesome.
30 minutes to go. in
Tied.
Is that
0
mine?
all.
What? It's not over. Yeah, it's not mine.
Spoilers.
Spoilers for sports.
No more updates.
Okay,
Yeah, okay.
I don't know what the last one I did was.
Are you gonna watch it from the start,
I
Josh?
reckon you did 14. You were going. You're going hardcore.
No, I will not. Okay, so this is click a car to move it one little. What the fuck?
Yeah.
You choose which direction to move it.
Oh, you need them all
but
to
it's, like,
leave.
Yeah.
Harder. I'm doing it so slow.
No.
You got
it's
this.
good.
You got this. Blue bus. Yeah.
Good. Red car out. Red. Oh
Wait.
It's fine.
Oh, gosh.
It's fine.
no! Middle red car can leave to the right.
You're fired.
You need to move that car. Yep.
Yeah, that one. Nice. Oh
Yeah.
no.
You got this.
Gridlock.
Oh shit.
Oh.
Yeah. Get him out. Get him
Was
out
this
of there.
what was beeping before?
Yeah.
Right.
Get him out of there.
That checks out.
Oh yeah.
Good,
Oh yeah.
good,
Yeah,
good,
yeah,
good.
yeah,
Everyone's
yeah,
going
yeah.
home.
Yeah. Oh, come on, 3 stars.
This is just like one of those tessellation puzzles, you know?
Yeah.
That's good though.
Not great, but got there.
That's solid. What was it? It was just time.
It's just time.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you lose points for like smashing them into other cars, though?
No.
If they do collide, I think it slows down, so it takes longer for them to get out.
Okay, right.
Like, if
You're not
one's-
getting penalized for the damage.
No, but if one's going this way and it comes out of the parking lot and they hit like this, sorry, this is the camera. They hit like this. Pretty sure it slows down.
Okay. So this is Saturday Morning Bunnings Car Park Simulator
what is-
2023.
This.
Oh, nice.
DLC
Oh, so satisfying.
Get him out of there. Get him out of there.
Yellow car.
Oh, this is an easy one.
Yeah.
Do they
except there's a person. You can't.
Holy shit!
Killed someone.
You're a murderer!
Straight up murdered them.
That person had children.
Oh my word. They just got married by running on money up to a house, and you killed them. Well, okay, they're gone. They're gone.
Murder.
They're gone. You clipped the heel.
That was an ankle shot at best. You'll live through that.
Yeah, totally.
They're
That was-
also confused.
It was a nudge.
There was a nudge. I hit the heel.
You're gonna ace this when you get it though.
Yeah.
No, but now the person's going back and forth in a crazy way. Go now.
Go now. No.
Go! 3 stars.
3-star
Well
performance.
I had to kill 2 people in the process.
Nudge the butt.
Bling.
Sometimes you gotta sacrifice. Some
Not hitting the old
elderly
person
in a
who's
car
lost
park.
in the car park.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, go,
25,
do
25.
Do hardcore mode. For sure.
Oh my lord.
Oh my, what are we looking at? And there's so many people around as well. Okay.
Wait, oh yeah, there's ones
they're
on the curb.
streets.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
Cheeky.
Oh, I wouldn't need my glasses on for this.
Oh my
Oh, there's
god.
poles.
no.
There's blue poles as well.
Oh my god.
Thank you, Jackson Pollock.
Swirly one. Swirly one. Swirly one.
oh my
There
God.
it is. There's class.
Dude, what?
Bus. Blue
Yep.
bus at the bottom.
Oh no.
The blue bus
You
at the bottom.
Bottom blue bus. Bottom blue bus. Yeah,
Oh.
that's out.
Bottom red car needs to move forward so those other cars can move out.
You go.
Bottom
No,
left.
you can get that red car. That red car, the road down out the left.
Oh,
if you
I
don't,
see.
but if you don't hit
You
people,
still got heaps of time. Hit him.
hit him. Ready.
Oh!
I didn't.
That was just cold-blooded.
All right.
Okay, maybe we
Work your
start
way-
with this one. No wait.
Yeah, send a couple while you're waiting. Yeah, now, red car. Yeah.
Good
Nice.
stuff. Good stuff.
Okay. Bus, blue bus, blue bus.
Bottom blue bus.
Yeah, bottom blue bus, gotta go.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
jeez.
that was so hardcore.
Wasn't even looking.
That was like the gust of wind just past their face.
Oh man,
Good.
this is so hard to see.
Yellow.
Yeah. This is like, I mean, yeah.
The
I love
beeping
block games
is
like this. Yes.
maddening.
Where do we go
Top
now?
blue, middle. Can go.
No, there's a pole behind.
Someone's
them.
gonna Austin
there?
Powers
The blue
Oh, I
poles,
can't
yeah.
see shit.
I can't see shit. Oh, red.
Nah, that
No.
doesn't. Yeah, that one's stuck.
What if you move the bottom left red car up? Can the other ones go out?
Yes.
I think only one.
Only
can.
one.
Only one,
can.
and there's nothing there. The bottom. Oh, that one's. Oh, wait, a little longer. Go down.
Now, yeah, perfect.
Yeah, good stuff. Oh my god. What are the yellow cars?
I
They're
reckon
like-
you. Oh.
It's like a Cadillac.
Yeah.
Like
If
it's
you
really
move, if you move
wide.
top
Obnoxiously
blue
large.
truck down, you can move that car across, the red across. You might start giving yourself some freedom there. You have to move those out.
Oh, get him out of there. Blue bus.
This is like the puzzle in that gross.
Yeah, nice. Just
What
move
was that
stuff.
game that I
Yeah,
played
yeah.
on stream? And it
Perfect.
was like it had a puzzle thing like this. We had to move little
That's
seeds
huge.
around.
This is a 3-star performance.
Oh
for sure.
shit.
Yeah, it was like a gross
This is
sci-fi
also,
game.
It's also a game that's made to be on your phone to kill a 2-hour flight, and we're like, go faster, go faster, go faster.
Yeah.
Finish it, clear him.
Yeah,
Come
yeah.
on.
Scorn.
I mean, it definitely knows. It's
There
still
was a
in.
puzzle in Scorn that was basically this.
Yeah, there was.
Okay.
It's still in 3-star territory. She's still well in
Yeah,
3-star
yeah, you got
territory.
heaps
It
of
definitely
time.
knows.
You,
yeah.
It's a 3-star
Don't-
performance. That's what we're watching.
That is just, that corner is cooked, you're right.
Okay, so pull it. Yeah, right down. Nice.
Oh
nice,
yeah,
nice.
open up and then get those cars across.
You can move blue truck at the top across again, and start clearing that stuff out.
Good.
Yeah.
good. Oh, button me, sorry.
You get all those red
A
cars
little
out.
ramp. Nice, nice.
Yes, nice, beautiful.
Just don't. Just
Oh,
watch
they just
for that.
go
Got your
all the
blockers in
way in
place.
one direction.
Yeah, nice. You still got so much good blocking on the edges to save the pedestrians.
I know, but then we got to get him out of here, which means we got to time them all.
Yeah, that's going to be painful.
Oh god, careful.
Oh yeah,
Wait,
move
wait,
red
wait.
car. Move red car. Oh yeah, you can move it
Got
out.
it.
Yeah, nice.
There's a world where she
that's
gets
close.
Yellow car
blocked
down.
up on both sides, and they're just like
was me
constantly
last week.
going to
Oh no.
from
Yeah,
one
nice.
edge to another.
If you hit one pedestrian, it's all over. You have to reset the whole thing too.
That's what I'm afraid of.
Nice. That
Beautiful.
whole side is clear. You don't want to accidentally
Yellow car can go all the way across.
drive so far and then hits the pole.
Yeah, the timing's gonna be
okay.
hard. but
Bottom
you
red
do
can
it.
leave.
So
Oh, now we're getting to the.
I would
danger
move those
territory.
two red cars back across. They're going to hit
Look,
the,
are
because I think they're going to hit the back of that car, and you don't want to be playing with sending them all the way across. The timing will be too hard.
That's true. That's true. So there's
Like
bottom.
these ones are going to be hard. Okay, go on. You got this.
I'm getting my wine.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Dad. I didn't mean to disappoint.
Bring the bottle. Bring the bottle.
Bring the bottle.
We all here all
We're going to be on
night.
this all night. We should order some pizza. This is going to be a late one.
It's so satisfying to watch though as well.
I know.
Do you
What?
have to?
Wine is awful.
And it's not
And we're
altering
not-
your
Oh,
experience
it's
or
not making it more
performance
fun,
at
that's
all.
for sure. You got your blue truck at the bottom. It can go out.
Oh, that's right. That's what it was.
Blue truck at the bottom.
Pour off camera.
Oh, yeah, get that blue truck out there now. Oh!
No, that blue truck can't go.
Okay. Oh, yeah, can't go.
Heads
We know
nicely
that.
with a fantail.
Bet it does.
We're
Bet it
experts
does.
at this game.
Nom 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 nom. I can see the appeal. I thought this was an actual write-off of the game, but
Oh, you thought.
Not on camera.
I'm not going to show it.
Yeah.
You're doing it for no one.
He's responsible.
he's doing it for no one.
Guys, I don't know where I went next. So how do we
Uh,
clear this top?
mhm.
Oh, I remember now.
Magic.
TikTok confessions. I get a fair few pimple pops.
That's disgusting.
Really? Not a fan?
I hate that.
Really?
My
I'm not happy that I like some of them. I don't like all of them. There's some pretty bad stuff. But occasionally I'm like, I have to see how this goes.
my For You page could not be further from that.
Really?
Mine's like girls in dresses running through fields and like looking out windows to piano music. That's my For You page.
And then a baseball goes
Blue
with the
truck.
camera at the last. Have you seen those ones?
In the bottom middle, they can go across, and then you can send red car.
I'm
out
not
there.
saying I like it. I'm just saying
That red car.
Yeah,
I can't
but
look.
it's
I'm
because
morbidly
Nice.
fascinated.
but it's because like Do you ever feel like when you're watching a video
we did such a good job.
that you don't want to watch, but you're like fascinated by it, and you're like, shit, the
pedestrians
algorithm.
got killed.
It now knows.
Yeah.
Well, not knows, but it just. I wanted to see this one.
We definitely
video.
got rid of the other blue truck up the top there. Like you
Nicrotex
try to get rid
gets
of
a
that
lot.
blue
Means
truck
you like
that's
it, mate.
vertical in the
Means
top
you
middle.
bloody like it.
Oh, nice.
You sicko.
Me too,
So-
Nicro. Me
so
too.
bored
As of
driving past
like
those
Caleb.
pedestrians.
You lingered,
What
Mark.
else do I get a lot of? I get a lot of makeup, and then I get a lot of
Yeah, nice. This is good progress.
The relaxing music mixed with the
they
obnoxious
can both
beeping
go.
is wild.
Oh!
I don't use TikTok that much. Most of my
nice.
TikTok consumption comes through reposts on Instagram because I'm over 30.
Red car and blue
Multi-fish,
truck can
you
go as well.
lingered. That is so like, it always
But
seems to
then,
come
yeah,
up
that
as
needs to
you lingered on this post too long.
Yeah, you should get a timer that tells you like how long
TikTok
you can
will
watch
remember
it.
this.
Yeah,
I said you lingered, Mark, which is the.
Oh right.
Auntie Donna have a video.
Oh really?
It's a clip of their podcast where the South African Sams come out and they talk about TikTok.
Top,
Yes.
That you lingered,
and
Mark.
blue.
Oh, you
Mark,
lingered,
you
Mark.
lingered.
Mark.
It knows you lingered.
Too long.
Oh, you
Don't.
get rid of that one. Yeah, nice.
All right, to the piss game.
All right, I'll piss game it.
Oh, I tried again. Sorry.
The competitiveness in you is like, I'll do it again.
I'll do it later. I'll send
do
you
we
later.
want
Number
piss
tower?
game
I
or
want to see how
number
number
tower?
tower works.
Yeah, I'm curious about
I
that.
mean, we all want to do piss game, so
We
we'll do
all
piss game.
want
here.
to. Piss game. A lot of people want to see.
Oh, I can.
Holy smokes.
So many.
Massive now.
Oh,
Oh,
Peter wants to
straight
big brain
up.
it like me.
I've got 500
cute.
health. I'm
That's
going to
cute.
divide by
Currently
2.
have a IQ of
just times by
35
4,
according to
right?
the game there.
Okay, so
we love
you'll
a
spend.
ring 10
Sorry.
IQ.
So you have 2,000, and you're. I can't quite read that. It's you're
Do you have to do
minusing.
that whole tower first?
Oh.
Can you not go to the next tower?
I can't. I have to do this whole tower
then
first.
you-
We should have
We're
done
learning.
it. Can we do an
We're
easy?
learning.
Can we do an easy one just to see how this works? Because I'm a little baffled. I've used all my brain.
Yeah, okay. It's a math game.
Hard pass.
Let's go to 10.
Okay.
Let's do 10.
So you have 10.
So I've got 10. I could kill the 6 here.
Yeah, you have to do 6, 10, 12.
Sorry.
Yeah.
So if you
But
do
you have
that,
to
you
clear each
did you just
tower.
spend
And
6?
now I get
No,
16.
He gets 6. And
Okay.
now 16 is greater than 10 and 12, so he could get both.
I can
of
do
them
it.
in
I can
whichever
do it all.
order.
And you're gaining that number every time.
Yep. By defeating them, I take it.
Okay, so now at 38, you can.
You have to do the times 2.
I can times 2 do 75.
What is happening on that bottom floor?
Yeah. That's that evil elf boss.
Why would you put maths in video games?
I played Math Circus at school.
Math
Anyone
Circus was
remember Math
great.
Oh my
Circus?
Still,
God.
I didn't get 10.
I didn't play it at school. I
didn't
played
get
it in
to
maths coaching because I was
Time
so
not quick
bad at
enough.
maths.
I wasn't quick enough.
I had to do. I did
Alright, I
maths
think we're
coaching
ready
my
for 40.
whole
I
like
think we're ready
I did
for
too.
40.
high
I was still
school.
terrible
So you
at
go
it.
to the times 4.
and maths circus
Yeah,
was what
but
you got
let me
to
just
do.
check one thing. If I go to negative, I die, right?
Yeah, wasn't there like a wheel and a mini game or
So you have to
something?
go times 4.
There was
Yeah.
a trapeze
We
that had
have to
nothing
do
to
it.
do with maths and was
We
just
have
about
to-
making.
And
then you did the minus minus
They're in the
divide, I
game.
think.
We'll watch
Yeah.
them be smart. This isn't maths. It's arithmetic. If you don't prove anything, it's not maths.
All right, pseudonym. If it's got numbers in it, it's maths.
Yeah.
We're proving that 1001 minus 770 whatever.
Now
find
it's
you that
fight time.
Facebook ad.
And this will be easy
Is it a pimple?
No.
because it's meant to be
Because if it is, I
solvable.
don't want to see it, Gus.
I didn't know you did the voice acting too.
Oh my god, you can look them all up
It's an
on
immersive
YouTube though.
experience over here.
Okay.
What are you talking about?
Like all those.
What
weird
if I
ads, you can
go
look them up
kill-
and watch them?
If you go
Yeah,
kill,
the Gardenscapes
kill
one is
minus
amazing.
times, I think. Wait, it needs to be 2,500.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure that's the only way to do that.
Yeah, that's right. To take these points, minus 99 times 2, I should get there. Minus 9999.
Yeah.
Should get me there.
I mean, you could have done that in
I
any
want,
order. Not any order, but... most
Help the
orders.
girl get ready for the date.
No, we're one
That
shy.
one. I was a creative performing arts kid. Maths just isn't for me. Yeah, same.
What did we do wrong?
My brain doesn't work that way.
What did we do wrong? He had a big
That's
number.
that is what we did do
I
wrong.
see.
Time's too early.
Oh, times 2 and then minus.
Like I'm so bad at maths that I've figured out how to get 10% of something for GST, but I still have in my browser how to get percent thing I can just auto put it in and I can get 10%.
We got Hero Wars.
Who's that sexy lady in the background?
That's what I mean.
Classic.
How fun. I lingered. Mark, you lingered.
I've got to try.
Look, first thing he does, lands on boobs. Yeah.
I've never seen this.
I want to see.
Show me the boobs.
Oh, come on.
Show me the boobs.
They have to be looked at.
He's been swallowed by a big...
Where do they go next?
They've been swallowed by a big gelatinous booby lady.
Nice.
Post-show.
Hypothetically.
No, quite literally.
Oh, literally.
Huh?
Post-show. We'll...
Look at the this
we
is
can
like,
totally show this on post-show and it wouldn't
some pockety but light.
Oh yeah.
Well, that was great.
Work
That
on the
one's
round.
okay. That one's okay.
We're gonna
Just
look
working
up
on the
all
thing.
these ads and
Let's do
rate them.
Sorry, the parking
game.
lot one's actually pretty fun, and you could probably do like level 20.
You wanna do some parking lot?
Can
You wanna do some
we do
parking
piss
lot?
game?
We'll do one piss
Yeah, we'll do
game. You want to do piss
piss
game?
Yeah, I'll do
You
piss
love
game.
piss game.
You love piss game.
All right.
It's in your Tinder profile.
My big brain piss. Okay.
That's
Stage
the top
one.
line, right?
Red to red.
Damn, you're good.
Too much blood.
I think
Damn, son,
there's
you're
a lot of blood
good.
in that urine. I think we should
That's
see a
good.
doctor. Okay.
Am I doing a
how
little
many?
bit too much?
So it's just that to that. Let's go up to 10.
Oh, 25. Easily.
And what the goal of
Move the blue one into the one on the right.
No, just
What a waste of time, man.
That was pointless.
I was playing as a
do the
group.
green. No, okay.
And now you can put the blue. Strat.
God, it's the way it does that. It's
And then the
confusing.
green.
Green.
And then you can finish the blue and then the red.
And the
Doing
green.
my big brain.
Yeah.
Blue.
Yeah.
I'm so smart.
Green.
Wait, but oh yeah.
Stop
I was like,
yelling
no,
green.
you've got 2 reds. What to do?
3 star.
One
star. All
Because you
right.
wasted all that time on that silly
On the
blue
blue
move
one,
at the
no.
start.
This feels
What a
like
doofus.
maths.
No.
Oh, now we're
Alright.
fucking talking. Look at all those colors of piss blood.
Move
Wait,
move
yellows?
the 2. No, do the greens both in the same one.
Smart. Yep. And the what about, and the
Genius.
yellow maybe?
Fucking genius over
But the
here.
same.
Well, we need to know what the
No,
color.
because then I would do the dark green one.
What about yellows? 2 yellows in one?
Oh yeah, to free up the light green. No, good call. Good call.
But you're
No,
gonna,
but then there's no dark blue.
Yeah.
I'm doing
No,
it.
No, you should have moved light blue. You had to move light blue, and then you could have put both yellows into one.
Oh.
Because now you have no access
You
to
can
a dark blue.
finish light green. Finish light green.
You have no access to light blue.
You got no access.
Zero
I'll be
access.
fine.
Wait, no, move your red one. Move your red one, the left red one, into the open red one.
You're out of access, son.
And then you're gonna have to move the pink. Go pink.
Yeah,
the other
yeah,
pink.
yeah,
the other
yeah,
pink.
yeah, yeah,
And then
pink,
into
pink.
the pink.
Suddenly Josh is in.
And then the cyan. Cyan into cyan.
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 That's
Cyan.
my
And then
Oh.
yellow into yellow.
Oh,
Yeah,
And then
nice.
you can match your blues.
Holy
Get your
shit.
blues going, get your
we
blues
thought
going.
it was all over.
Get your blues going.
We thought
And
it
then
was
you're gonna
all
put a
over.
pink. Put your pink. Put your
Oh, your
other
green.
pink into
Yeah,
one.
put your green.
And
Put
then
your green.
you put
Put
the
your
And
green.
gold green in the other one.
Move the
Then
green.
it's
Move the
green.
green. Move the green.
Then it's
Move the
green.
Put your blue. Put your blue. Put
And
your
then
blue.
put your navy
Put your blue.
blue.
Put your blue.
It's happening.
Put your blue. Oh, that was interesting. I would have gone the other way.
That's right, and then
Move
red.
less liquid, you know?
Red?
Red,
Move your
red,
red.
red,
Red.
red,
Move
cyan.
your sign. Move your sign.
And then move your sign.
Move your sign. Which
Move your
sign?
sign.
You're
Red
gonna-
first.
Okay,
Red first.
whatever you want.
Red first. Pink next. Pink next.
Cyan.
Oh, it's off rail over here. Fucking
Pink.
Yellow, yellow. Yes.
I'm so
oh my god,
smart.
so satisfying.
2 stars, baby.
Take it.
Nice.
I will
piss
take it.
game.
Piss game
Piss game
addictive.
addictive, yeah. It's great. It's a great game.
That's
And
surprisingly
here, like the thing is,
compelling.
the people who make these ads are just trying to get people to download the game. And the game itself, showing footage of it, doesn't sell the game well enough. So they've
Because
come
it's
up with
just
a
a Candy
fake.
Crush rip-off, it's
yeah,
fine.
so they've just come up with a fake game to try and sell it.
Never
and
satisfied.
inadvertently
That's good
created
play.
a better game.
It's a good play.
Put the plate
It's
on
amazing.
with Stinky.
And also,
Stunning.
Stunning's a
it's
good
a
one.
weird allegory for life as well, you know? Like,
Lemon.
like
Oh.
people
Can you make oranges and
want the better
smelly?
version of something,
They were lemons.
On that screen, they were
but no one
orange.
is willing to make it,
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
except these guys.
Yeah.
Tired.
We're spending all our money on
You
a
spent
gotcha
it all.
machine.
People are not willing to
not
appreciate
even ours.
Isolated.
Yeah, this is
True quality.
Ruby's Steam account.
She's gonna
Yeah.
love this.
Title plate.
Now we're gonna style it with
Yeah, they're pretty lemony.
Lemon.
Lemony orangey.
And
Give it a
Tyler, Nasty
Smelly.
Crime Boy.
Give us
Yeah,
Smelly.
that's her name.
Oh, we add a few together, do we?
Nasty Crime Boy is
So we could be
Smelly Detective is funny.
Smelly Rookie.
Smelly Sloth.
On the right. Change it on the
Smelly
right.
Sloth.
This isn't a puzzle. You're like, on the right.
Yeah, my bad.
More piss. More piss.
You can gamify whatever you want.
What about the
Smelly.
Tired Detective?
Isolated.
Nasty Crime Boy.
Detective.
Where's Nasty?
Nasty Crime Boy is Ruby's Steam account.
Smooth Sloth.
Tired Detective. Smooth Sloth?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Smooth Sloth.
That's good.
There it is.
And put it on the... Oh, yeah. It's on the lemons.
What's over here? Missions?
We're going for time.
You're not invited.
I don't want to.
It's a show, I think.
I don't want to. I guess that's
Unless
the
we want to
show.
do one more car game.
No.
While she does
No.
the credits, she has to do the car game.
I have to do 2 and 1.
I was just... that was my thing. I was like, should
You
we
can't read the credits and play the game.
move towards the end?
Can't we?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, we'll just switch back
No.
over.
Yeah,
I
we
can't
can. It'll
read.
just
No.
be squashed.
No.
It'll just be
Do it, Josh.
squashed.
Make it
Make
happen.
the scene, Josh.
Squashy Joshy.
I don't like
No,
this.
you got this. You got this.
I don't like this.
This is your game.
Oh, gosh.
We're going to lose a little bit of the screen. Because I'll go
We're
back
gonna
to...
work around it.
Because you're going to have to read the credits. You can just... Yeah. You can just
He's
roll
got
the
it,
credits
he's got
on
it,
this
he's
scene.
Yeah, we'll be fine. Nat, thanks so much for joining us.
No, thank you
I'm
guys.
leaving you
That's
into
how it
the
used to
credits.
work.
We're going to get you to read
And
the
then you
credits
came in and changed
Yeah.
everything.
to
But-
round out the show.
But before that...
we can do the credits first.
What? We do the credits first.
We do the credits
We always
first.
do the credits
No,
first.
we don't.
Yes,
Yeah, we do.
But that's not how it's written
It's
in the
literally
rundown.
written credits and then Loki Cat.
I see.
I see. Very good.
Please continue.
As I was saying, Nat,
Oh,
it's been lovely to have you here. Thanks for coming on the show. Now, if you wouldn't mind reading the credits.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah. While
I
you do
don't
it.
know if I can do both of these, but we're gonna give a shout out, big old thanks to Mods, Gat, Syntax Error, Liz, Dahlia. I'm
Move the
sorry
cast,
for
move the
saying
cast.
them. I'm trying so hard.
This is going to be the
not that
most
one.
engagement we've ever had, actually.
Sith Cat, Phoenix, Orion, Disturbed, 778,
We should have had the TV
Jets,
out, Pete.
Caboose, What the Shark Snail,
Move the car,
Lord,
move the car.
Shadamar.
What about a name and then a car?
Okay, Dump Days. That might take me way too long if I do this and then a car. HoneyBunBun.
New ad.
I'll be a robot's foot. What? Several?
You don't need to read the titles. You can just do the
thank
names.
Goodness.
Yeah.
Orenishii.
Move a car, Nat.
These cars are hectic, am I right, guys? you
Yeah,
know
blue
what
truck
I
at the top, blue
mean?
truck at the top.
Babbling Boffin, Snail, BuriBuri, Kane Lavos. You guys know what I'm talking about. I
Blue
know
truck
it.
Move a couple of cars.
Yeah.
Move a truck at the top,
Move a
move
bloody
it back.
car.
Oh, yeah, then you can
Oh,
move it.
yeah.
Who's a Scotty Groomer?
I'm up to Glowing Might. I don't
car.
know what car I'm on though. It's
my car's outta here.
Jep, EvilSpyBoy, Boxy, Bifrost?
Yeah, move a car.
Super Studios, moving a car. I'm just moving them at this point.
Move a car.
They're just having a little bit of fun in the parking lot. Did I say Super Studios? If not, you get another shout out. MiddleCee, Wolsey, A Timothy, Nitrox, Nicrotex. I'm so sorry. The Coastal City. You have no idea how hard it is to look at these numbers. Beep.
I'm walking here.
I'm walking.
He's walking here.
Southwest, Music for Hire, Phil Tippett, and Loki Cat. Thank
Hey,
you
now
guys
run
so
over an old
much.
lady.
I
Finish
actually
with
don't
a
even
murder.
really have
You-
access
you
to
got-
murdering them.
You're in no position to murder.
I'm not.
All right.
It's me, Nitrox.
I'm so sorry about that one. I tried my hardest.
Welcome to Subway Surfer.
And
That's such a cruel
our
way to see
show,
Gamer Face.
Everyone.
Just come back to. Oh god.
Imagine every game just turned your webcam on every now and then.
You play
This
a
is-
horror game and
yeah.
it's actually just your face popping up.
That's my face all the time when I'm playing video games and my camera is purposefully on. It's just like dead face.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And we got rated from Bajo and Geek GG as well. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming across.
that's
Thank you.
You've seen the end of our show.
Yeah.
We have more.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's a little bit more.
Coming up, we got the post show. We've got a bunch of things we're going to talk about in the post show. We always go through the creative section and we look at people's memes and people's art. If you ask questions, we will answer them. We engage with chat quite a lot in the post show as well because it's difficult for us to do in this show. But
Also-
post show is like chill and more relaxed.
It's chill, and I'm also potentially, if we can get them up, I want to have a look at a bunch of these really terrible YouTube game ads that I just found. A bunch of the
Oh, yeah.
they were
Compilation of 'em.
booby adjacent.
Yeah.
I would love to look at those.
Excellent.
Amazing.
For no personal reason at all.
Yeah.
I would love that.
How do we get access to those?
You have
Sorry, the post show.
The post show.
sure.
Booby dance.
Well,
Apparently you just look at your For You page now.
you have to be subscribed at the appropriate back pocket tier to get access to the post show. Link is dropped in the Discord every week. Post show is, of course, sponsored by Loki Cat, our beloved patron Loki Cat. And each week we like to read whiskey tasting notes for Loki Cat. And I thought this time I would just improv.
Pressure's on.
Yeah, just improv.
Oh, read that.
No, I'm going to improv. Okay. Also, that's wine.
It's close enough.
Well, the only thing they have similar is the W.
Loki Cat
The W.
in whiskey.
Whiskey and wine.
Oh, I was like, the win?
There's
'Cause,
no
like,
I.
I'm cool and hip with the kids, so I understand what a W is now.
Yeah.
I was like,
The big dub.
yeah. And I was
Yeah.
like, you can't say it's winning to drink alcohol.
No.
There's no I in wine.
The thing you learn when you're about 1, the alphabet, is what I was referring to.
Oh,
So Loki Cat is smooth like a caramel liquid that
Okay, read the bottle.
read the fucking bottle.
No, I want more improv.
Syrup,
That-
I think, is what you were looking for.
warms the tongue and swishes around the mouth.
I feel it in my gums.
Ooh, we got caramel
Burns
liquid.
slightly, but in a good way.
But it's like I want more.
like Garrus.
Like cosmic cum. It
Like
burns
cosmic
in the
cum.
mouth
It
when
burns in the mouth.
It burns in the mouth.
Shout out Loki Cat in the chat who says, I am uncomfortable.
But leaves you with a delightfully scented aftertaste and a memory.
Pairs well with.
The 5-minute making
Pairs
out.
well with pears.
Yeah.
And
Making out for 5 minutes.
Yeah. Anywhere but
and
the
will
state of-
No more?
and as a great deterrent to someone who wants to prove their strength via kissing.
It's a callback.
Strength.
It's a callback. Well done.
Yep, very well done.
Thank you so much, Loki Cat. You're welcome.
Very well done, Stephanie. Very well done, thank you. Round of applause. Can we get a door knock, please?
Oh, come in!
Yeah, sure. Thank you so
Thank
much.
God you're here.
Thank you so much to everyone for tuning into the show, and thank you so much for everyone that supports us on Patreon. The show cannot exist without your Patreon support, so thank you so much for whatever tier that you can support for
It's so dumb, though. Why would you?
we really appreciate it. But there's also some pretty cool rewards that you can get from the different Patreon tiers. We'll make you a commercial, like the one you saw tonight for HoneyBunBun. That's
They were
pretty
all
cool.
amazing.
Also, as we said before, the podcast.
Yes. Ruby is doing a podcast.
Pocket Buds.
Pocket Buds.
Pocket Buds.
Expert podcaster Ruby. Please share the show with your friends and family. If you can't afford to support, that's fine. If you just share it, that would be amazing. Or our social stuff. We're doing some pretty cool stuff on social. Ben's working really hard, getting that stuff out. We've been cutting some cool things, so we'd love that. Also, head to backpocket.gg. Just 2 Gs. Backpocket.gg for links to everything. We got Discord. We got social media stuff. We got a Redbubble store.
We still have a Redbubble store.
We
Still
still-
ticking along.
That is a thing.
Still there.
That is a thing that exists.
Clocks.
We should just put I am
Socks.
Knuff merch up there and just make bank.
Yeah, we could.
Then we'll get sued by Mattel.
Oh, we could take them.
Yeah, we'll take them. With all our Patreon money and
can
our
take 'em.
BuriBuris, we can take them.
I think we got
Big
them covered.
Barbie.
Yeah.
You're like, no, one of us are just named Ken.
Where can we find you if we wanted to see more of you?
You can find me on Twitter or Instagram _NatT, as you see right there. Beautiful. I also stream on Twitch as well, twitch.tv/NatT. That's probably the main things, the main sources, and you can discover me anywhere else from those things too.
What's your next casting thing?
We got LCO Grand Finals on Sunday.
Nice.
If you're in Sydney, there is going to be a watch party at Fortress. You guys can come on down
cool.
and hang out there. Yeah, we'll probably, the crew, the panel, everyone working will probably head there afterwards as well, so you can see us. But that is my most recent upcoming one that I have.
Or is it just you with a parking game on the big screen, just sitting there
Oh, that
moving
will
car?
be the after.
Because I watched the shit out of that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll be 1v1ing people.
Nat seems distracted on the show tonight. You're just looking at a foldback monitor.
I'm on my iPad. You guys are just like, what are you doing? And I'm like, so Fiora was picked. Beep, 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 beep.
Fucking hit the old lady again.
These pedestrians.
Thank you so much for joining us on the show. It's been
Thank
awesome.
you guys. It was fun.
We'll be back at the same time next Thursday. Next week, Barjo is visiting from Adelaide on the show. Amazing.
Huge reveal.
I've been nervous to say it up until this point because Barjo...
There's a tendency to...
He's a piker.
He flakes. He
and
tends to
I
smoke
say that
bombs.
with
He's a
love.
flaker.
I say that with love.
He's a flaker.
He's also just a very busy man who lives in another state. So he's coming up especially to see friends and hang with us
He's
and
reviewing
be on the show.
e-bikes. He's got time.
Oh, he's going to ride here on an e-bike.
Get the fuck
Yeah,
out
with Jens in the back, yeah.
All right, nice. Right, straight into the studio.
Yeah.
Classic live TV
really
way.
test that battery life.
If he rocks
pogo.
up with laundry for me to do, I'll tell you
Like
fucking
old
what.
times.
It'd just be like old times.
We can finally give him the body pillow that he left behind in the office for some reason.
Oh my god.
That's crazy.
shit.
That's
He,
that's
for
not what
some
you put
reason
in.
didn't take it with him.
Post show will show you what that's
Yeah.
about.
We'll
show you
every
what
guest
that
needs to know
is.
what the body pill is.
This is post-show material.
Very much
Yes.
is. Come and join us on the post show. It's going to be weird.
Yeah, for those who are in the back pocket tier, we'll see you in the post show. Let's back it out.
Bye.
Bye.
Later, guys. Bye.